Hey guys, what's going on? Excuse me. We are going to do some more Mexax bug fixing today. We're hopefully trying to get ready to do an update with all the hospital changes and all the stuff I've been working on soon. So, the more bug fixes, the better, essentially. I've gotten, like, the worst of the ones that we wanted to get out of the way patched up, but there's definitely, like, a ton more that would be nice to fix. So, going to work on that a little bit today. Also, if I am not mistaken, I just saw this as I was downloading the code from online. I believe I have George's incremental destruction code on my local machine. I haven't even really taken a look at it yet. Woo! Excuse me. And that's super exciting because it looks super neat. So I definitely want to take a look at that today too. But yeah, how's everyone doing? I know you're here, Jacob. What's going on, man? Anything cool happening in you guys' life? I feel ever so slightly sick, and it might have to do with the fact that I downed an entire box of Frankenberry earlier today. I never had it before, and so I tried it, and I found out I really like Frankenberry. Like, it's really, really good, especially the marshmallows. Sadness, but here we are, I guess. So I'm gonna wait a couple minutes for people to show up if they want to see the incremental destruction stuff, but I guess in the meantime I'm gonna do a little bit of Trello diving here, see what I can't find in terms of stuff that we might want to work on today. Hey Galactic Survivor, good to see you, man. What's going on? And I got a message yesterday saying the things that I looked at concerning ADS was not quite the issue, which I found really interesting. Essentially, the first couple bullets that you fire will always have a problem, regardless of anything else. So I'm going to take a look at that one today too, because I did not give that one a proper look. Let's see, I can take that and put that into needs testing. Just trying to clean up our Trello board a little bit. So yeah, also any other bugs that you guys want to see for the next update, just put in chat there and I'll take a look at them today, if I can. Just kind of depends on how long each one takes, just like yesterday! Woo! And then there's this really tiny icky one that I see where apparently it's still possible to soft lock on the jungle map, which I thought I had taken that out, but apparently not. Man, there's like so many ones that are going to be like a big job, so I'm trying to find one that's not going to be like a huge deal. Toggle crouch. Oh, is toggle crouch not working? Hey, what's up? Marcinkin, right? Is that how you say it? Does having a character controller and rigid body on the same object cause issues? Because I feel like I can't use them at the same time. It does cause issues. It is recommended to not do that. The character controller essentially overwrites other stuff that's going on physics-wise because it's not using the same system. So if you have those two things competing, Marcin KN. Oh, gotcha. Okay. I'll just call you Marcin. How's that? But yeah, it will cause issues, so I would not recommend doing that if I were you, Jacob. What are you trying to do it for? Character controller? Yeah, let's take a look at toggle crouch. If there's issue going on with that one, I'd like to get that out because that's probably a pretty simple fix. Let's go from menu, because I can drop into the weapons room super easily. Had the game crash while exiting the game. Really? Do you happen to remember what the crash was by any chance? Most tutorials tell you to use rigid body for jumps. Well, you mean with the character controller? That seems a little strange to me, because you can definitely use the character controller for jumping, and it for, are they, like, telling you to add a rigid body and then apply a force to the rigid body? Because I can guarantee you that's not going to be the best solution, in the long run. Unless you're, like, overwriting the velocity. Yeah, they are. So what I would do is, if I'm not mistaken, you're able to tell the character controller how to move every frame without any issues. That's probably what you're doing right now. And I would just set up a gravity float, and so your character controller moves upward and downward by the gravity float, and then have a little thing, like an on-ground checker object on the bottom, just to see if you're on ground. And then it'll, you know, set your gravity to 0, if so. If that kind of makes sense. It's a little bit more elegant, because you don't need to, like, cross-reference different systems with each other. Toggle crouch. Let's do that. Just said maximum action stopped working and gave me an option to wait. Okay. I'll see if I can take a look at that one. Somehow I'm not surprised. But that might be a little bit harder to test because I'll actually have to make a build for it. But I'll see what I can do about it. But yeah, let's do some toggle crouch stuff. So aim toggle, mouse acceleration. So you just want, you're saying toggle crouch just in general, right? Because I don't think we have that at all, right? Sometimes I actually have to go through and check. I don't think we do. So I think, let me make sure that nothing that I would need to know about happens while you're crouching. So the one thing is you do slide, and that kind of makes your crouch stick a little bit, which is interesting. Who actually crouches though? Isn't that just for sliding? Yeah, I feel like if the crouch was better, there might be more utility for it, because right now I think it's just a little bit too, it's kind of like with the dive, right? The only time you really ever want to dive is just because you think it would, you know, be cool at that given moment, because it's not actually a very functional thing, and it's kind of because, like, it makes sure that when you do it, you're going to end up far away from where you stopped, so you can't, like, control it at all. Same with the crouch. So I personally would really like to re-go over, like, how diving works and how crouching and sliding works to make it a little bit more smooth and, you know, stuff like that. I think it would do a lot for the game, personally. Wah wah. Yeah, let's see if we can do something with toggle crouch. That shouldn't be too terribly hard. I'm using a different playlist today, and it's way more upbeat, and it's weird because I'm like not feeling tired, but I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling pretty laid back today, and then the music like bop 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 bop. So, let's see, where does crouching happen? Let's do that trick that we did yesterday and find the name of the input and go from there, because that seemed to be the quickest. It's probably just crouch. Yeah, there it is, crouch. Okay, pretty easy. Oh, dang, that's quite a bit. Looks like there's some animator crouch stuff going on there, which we shouldn't need to worry about. Oh, look, there's a crouch script. I wonder if that actually... Do you think that that actually is a thing? It seems strange that that would be in its own script and not in the character controller. Let's see what happens when we take it out, whether I can still crouch or not. Anybody know what this music is from? What game it's from? Because I definitely recognize it. I don't know from where, though. Okay, so I took out that code. See, I'm still able to crouch, even with that code gone, so I don't think that that's where the actual crouch code is running. I had a hunch about that. I had a hunch. I'm just going to leave that out for now, actually. So where else do we have? Resolux, what's the plan for the day? Plan is I'm going to, I think we're getting close-ish to the point where we can, like, start considering, doing a new update and stuff. Not to say, like, it's impending or anything, but I think we're getting close. So I just want to, like, hit as many bugs as I can, before I do that, because I have taken out, like, the major ones, that we knew that we wanted out for this update, but the more the better, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna see if I can show off the incremental destruction stuff that George has been putting in, because I just saw on my code download today that I think I have the code for it. I think he uploaded it last night, so I am super excited. I have not even taken a look at that myself. I think that's gonna be super fun. All good stoof. All good stoof. So I'm seeing a lot of FPS movement crouch related stuff. Oh wait, crouch toggle, hold on. Wait a minute, didn't we have a crouch toggle at some point and then we took it out or something like that? That sounds right to me. I guess it's from some Nintendo game, maybe. Yeah, probably. I think, yeah, this is like a Nintendo summer game music playlist or something like that. That crouch toggle is making me suspicious. Why is that not in the menu, I wonder? Am I making a huge mistake here and this is in the menu already? And I just, like, didn't see it? Also, one thing I want to do a little bit later, I did some work on the tuba cannon, and I definitely want to show it off because I think it's kind of cool. So I'm going to do that at some point today as well. Yeah, dude, we definitely used to have a crouch toggle, didn't we? I wonder why we took it out. Probably because it was just broken and we didn't want to fix it for the UI update, because we were really rushing on that one. Okay, this paints an interesting little story here, doesn't it? So where was that? Yeah, that is interesting. Flubbersky, you literally breathe 80-20 rule. Wait, what's 80-20? Is that 80% talking, 20% down or something like that? Is that it? Excuse me. Yeah, here's some toggle crouch stuff. That's interesting. And then a bunch of... Oh, see, that's still all the animator stuff right there. No, 80% of the effort comes from 20% of the work. Oh, I gotcha. If you're talking about my actual breathing, that's probably true. I feel like half the time I'm just a little bit stuffed up. And so, like, when I breathe in, like, most of the work comes from the first part of it, and then when I breathe out, it's super easy. Does anyone else have that? Is that just me? It's not like, oh my gosh, I've got gunk in my lungs sort of thing. It just, like, it feels, like, way harder to breathe in than it does to breathe out. I know that that's, you know, not what you're talking about literally. I think this might be from Rhythm Heaven, if I'm not mistaken. Input.get. Oh, input manager, of course. .get button down. Maybe it's just get button. That could be. Music sounds like it's from Mario Kart. It does, doesn't it? But then Mario Kart and Rhythm Heaven have like a really similar musical feel to them. Have any of you guys played Rhythm Heaven before, by any chance? If not, if you have not, it is highly recommended because it is super fun. Give me just 1 second here, guys. I just realized I forgot to post on Facebook that I was going to stream for a little bit. Yo, come hang out. Gonna do some bug fixes. Let's see if at Rachel rhymes. Rhymes me for friendship again. Ite posted. Earth Facebook. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Facebook. Back in the day when it was like the first social media that had like any report, I used it quite a bit. Cause like, oh my gosh, I'm a teenager, I need to, you know, talk to my friends, but nowadays I don't really use it for much except shilling my stream, which is kind of sad because all of my friends and family are on Facebook. But yeah. And then here am I trying to get their attention and money. When you say it that way, it's kind of horrible. Okay, so if we are crouching, but we're not holding the button, so we're gonna need to do a flip-flop on that. Galactic Survivor fail. It's true though. I do that. I suppose that kind of makes me a horrible person, doesn't it? Wait, so the only two places... Okay, so if we're sliding already, or we're about to crouch, then we're not sliding, and we should slide, and then here's crouching equals true. Okay, so this is where we actually officially crouch, and this is where we actually officially uncrouch, I believe. So let's just prove that real quick so we don't make a big mistake. And the best way to prove it is just to take it out and see if we're not able to crouch anymore. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, weapon room. I am not able to crouch, so that's good. I think we found the actual code space. So one thing that is interesting but difficult to work around is George changed up a lot of the code at one time or another while he was... Okay, this is definitely Rhythm Heaven. Hold on. I can even tell you which Rhythm Heaven minigame this is from. This is from the golfing one. I can hear the stinking little chimp go do the... which probably doesn't make sense to anyone that hasn't played it. But if you have, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's very distinctive. So, the only thing we probably would need to change is here. And I think this is actually really easy, I think. I think all we need to do is we just need to get the preference and just not let it uncrouch if the preference, if the flipped preference is true, if that kind of makes sense. So that meaning what we need is we need a variable up here. Private bool is flip-flop crouch? No one's gonna know what that means. Is toggle crouched, I guess might be a good way of saying it. So this will tell me whether he should be crouching from the toggle or not, if that kind of makes sense. Is toggle crouched is equal to false. And so what that's going to do for us is... should be able to then set this toggle to true if our toggling is active, and then only when we press the button again will it set it to false. So we kind of just flip the variable. excuse me. So, in other words, we can come down here. Is this C++? It is not. It is C#. Yeah, Unity script runs through C#. They used to have their own thing, which was like some sort of weird version of JavaScript, but I think that's been officially like taken out or deprecated or something. So is toggle crouched is equal to not is toggle crouched. Actually, let's just bound it. So if we are toggle crouched, this is going to do nothing except untoggle crouch us, if that makes sense. So if not is toggle crouched, then we can come in, or, so then also we need to check if the preference isn't even there at all, in which case it should also pass this check. Then we can come down here, and we can say is toggle crouch is equal to true. And we actually probably don't even need to check for a preference at all in setting this. It should just kind of work no matter what, you know. So then down here, if we're going to check for this is toggle crouch, but we're also going to need to check for the preference down here. I wonder if I can just figure out what that's supposed to be, actually. Player prefs dot toggle dot my prefs, is that a thing? Nah. I know there's a way of getting at the player prefs. My prefs, user prefs. Toggle crouch, something crouch. Nah, that's disappointing. Let's see if we can find that real quick. User prefs. That is in project settings. That's not going to work. User prefs. Oh, that's not the right one. We need the actual file here. Let's see here. Okay. Camera shake, dual wheel flip, invert Y. I don't see anything dealing with toggling the crouch. What's that crouch toggle script gonna tell us, I wonder? Crouch toggle. So it has, oh, it's taking directly from player prefs. Player prefs dot get float toggle crouch should actually tell us whether that's supposed to be on or not. Okay, well that's a little bit better then. So we can actually do player prefs dot get float of toggle crouch. The save system runs through two different things, and so it's kind of hard to know which one to look at sometimes. So there's like one that George set up, and then there's also just the normal player prefs one. Both of them get saved, both of them technically work, but it's kind of hard to know which one you should use at any given moment. So if crouching and this is true, so either player prefs, either toggle crouch is not active, or and it'll only fall into or if this is not equal to 0, so we don't need to make another check for it. Or not is toggle crouched. Okay, so essentially what's going on here is it will allow us to uncrouch if we are crouching, and if we don't have the toggle crouch set on, or we are not crouching because of the toggle crouch, if that kind of all makes sense. So what we should then be able to do is come up here, and this will be flipping the toggle crouch. to true, but then we want another thing here. We want if we just press the button, we should be flipping this. This actually shouldn't be here at all, I don't think. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep the check for it right here. And I'm going to, this is a little bit messy, but I think this will work. I'm gonna put down here, if input manager, dot get button down of toggle, or no, crouch. Then we can swap our toggle crouch variable here. So toggle crouch is equal to not is toggle crouched. And that actually should just kind of work from here on out, I believe. So we've got a check to see if we are allowed to crouch. We have a check to put us into a toggle crouched state. Oh, you know what we didn't do? We need to let this by if we don't have the option for toggle crouching set at all. Player prefs dot get float of toggle crouch equals 0, or we aren't being toggle crouched. Okay, that should work now. Yeah, I think this should work. So let's give this a go, I guess. Oh, you know what we're going to need to do first, though? We are totally going to need to actually slap this in the menu, because it's not there right now. So we have, like, no way of actually telling if this is going to work or not. Gosh, that's actually going to be the hard part of this whole thing, is figuring out how to get this little sucker in the menu. I believe that is in this prefab here, if I'm not mistaken. Anything interesting happen? You guys this week? Any fun stories going on? I don't think I've got anything particularly fun to talk about. I went to the store today and I bought apples and they were like twice as expensive as they usually are. And I was like, what the heck? So I only take as much cash as I need when I go shopping, because then I end up buying like a whole bunch of ice cream and stuff, which is not good for me in many ways, monetarily and health-wise. So I only take like what I need, and then like when apples are like $5 a bag, I get like super scared that I'm not gonna have enough money and I'm gonna need to like walk out of the store empty-handed. Freaks me out, man. I think this should be in the control menu. Hey, look at that. So that is there, but it's deactivated. I wonder if we can just reactivate this. Let's take a look. Okay, so I tried, this was really interesting. The other day I tried the, Sour Patch Kids ice cream. I don't know if, you guys have tried that before. That's not good. But it's weird. It's literally a mixture of, normal ice cream and lemon sherbet, which is such a weird combination. It was not bad, but I would not say that I loved it either. Okay, so I am able to still crouch normally, which is good. And that seems about what I expect it to be. So do we have... That's a problem. Looks like we're going to need to move this sucker down before we can try this. And then it also had like raspberry swirls in it and stuff like that. You don't like ice cream? What? Why not, Galactic Survivor? Ice cream is literally like my favorite dessert. Where is crouch? Crouch text. No, seriously, like what don't you like about it? So that is at -155. So this needs to be at, it seems like I'm incrementing each one of them by 35, I believe. So we need to put this one at -190. I think. Let's see if that works. I'm going to guess this music is from Donkey Kong, because only Donkey Kong would be so incredibly, what's the word I'm looking for? Snazzy? Not really lugubrious. This is not true lugubrious that's going on right now. No, dude, what don't you like about ice cream? You can't just leave me hanging here. This is a very important thing. Okay, still can crouch. All good, all good. That's not the right menu. If I go in here, so, oh, I didn't increment that correctly. But I should be able to check that. Yeah, I think that works, actually. I don't like the texture and it's too cold. I prefer yogurt. You mean like frozen yogurt or just yogurt in general? So I don't have my hand on the keyboard right now and I am staying down. The one thing that bothered... Oh, you know why it didn't work the first time I pressed the key? Because the variable hadn't been set correctly. But every time the player instantiates, it should be okay. Okay, excellent. I think that one's actually totally good. That was actually pretty easy. That didn't take long at all. I'm just going to move, I'm gonna move this guy up just a tiny bit, because it doesn't look quite right to me in the menu. Oh, that's way too much. No, that should be like -180. General yogurt. But, I do like General Yogurt as well. But, that's not the same as being like, yo, I don't like ice cream because the texture. You know what I mean? Like, ice cream and yogurt are completely different things. I mean, am a fussy eater? I feel bad for you. Ice cream is a delight. Maybe you would absolutely love the Sour Patch Kids ice cream. Okay, Toggle Crouch is still working, which is actually really nice. So that means that it's saved correctly, and the visual is correct. And that's turned it off. And also my feet are going all sorts of funny. Nice! Okay, excellent. I'm gonna put that one on the Trello board. Me da un segundo, por favor. Do you have a favorite ice cream, Galactic Survivor? Or is it just like all ice cream is absolutely no-no? Do we even have this one in here? I don't think we do. I think I need a new, I think I need a new card, which should be in needs testing. Toggle crouch. That should be explicit enough. Okay, nice. So maybe do we want to look at, maybe the ADS stuff? Okay, let me see if I can figure out what the problem with the ADS thing is, because someone sent me a message on Discord, like kind of explaining it to me, but I'm not certain that I understand it yet. I didn't like pizza until last year, had pizza in an Italian restaurant. Wait, so you seriously didn't like pizza either? Pizza and ice cream, man. This is like a staple of my diet. So if we grab a weapon, let's do like the... What's up? Hey, Wisecrack. Good to see you, man. What's going on? So apparently, the first 2 bullets or so after going into ADS should always be off the mark. We need some ammo. According to what I was sent in Discord. Now, I love pizza. What kind of pizza particularly? Because there's a difference between saying I love pizza and like saying I love pineapple pizza, which we have talked about before. I have very distinctive opinions on pineapple pizza, which is that it's phenomenal. Man, that does seem to shoot. Wait, is that shooting low or not? Let's shoot, okay, let's shoot at something. Let's shoot at this button. I mean, that didn't work. Let's try shooting at that right there. No, that was right on there. I wonder if it's not all weapons that do it. Let's try shotgun. Not working, just not much, just working on my highly realistic tactical military type fully semi-automatic AR-15. From that, am I to believe that this is anything but highly realistic by any chance? I wonder if it has to do with, like, how far you're aiming up or something like that. No, see, that was, like, right on. Let's try shorty pump. Where is all the ammo in this room? Jeez Louise, man. Here, let's just spawn them in from the menu here. Just get a random assortment, I guess. I'll check the weapon that was sent to me specifically in Discord, too. No, see, that seems right on. Margarita pizza, and I make homemade pizza and add sausages on top. Okay, I've never had a margarita pizza, but I have heard that they are pretty awesome. What are they like? Are they like normal... Wait, what was that? Are they like a normal red sauce pizza? Did you guys see how the reticule didn't quite line up? No, that's still on. Okay, let me check Discord. Let me check the message I was sent and see if I can figure out, like, is it maybe a particular weapon that's doing it? Because it's pretty distinctive in the GIF that I was sent. Huh. Okay, there seems to be he's using multiple weapons and doing the same thing. I wonder if it's like something to do with you hip fire first, because that's what he's doing in the video. Hip fire first and then go into ADS. So if I hip fire twice and then go into ADS, hip fire. That's interesting. Not sure what to make out of that one. Let's try this again, but let's try it where the hip fire should, like, be dramatically different, like, say here. So I hip fire a couple times. That's kind of hard to tell. Although I will say I am hitting 3 different places on the floor, but that could be from weapon inaccuracy. Let's try pistol. By the end of the week, I'm never gonna want to eat pizza again. Oh dear. Through a unique set of situations, I have for free obtained 4 entire Canadian-style pizzas. Wait, at the same time? Or, like, you have all of these pizzas have come in incrementally as you've been going throughout your week. Okay, so if I hip fire twice and then ADS, he's saying... Oh! Did you guys see that? Wait, did you see that? Let me do it again. That totally did what he was saying it was doing. All at once in a vial. Please, explain to me, how did this happen? Okay, so if I hip fire twice, one, two, you can see where those bullets are ending up, right? And then if I go into ADS... you can see that those bullets, oh, see, it's not as noticeable that time, but essentially it will hit the same point as if I'm hip firing twice, and then when I go into ADS 2 bullets after, it'll start actually hitting the position that it's supposed to, right here. That's really interesting. I wonder if I can find a better place to demonstrate this. Maybe against a straight wall like here. So, hip fire, and then if I do that, see, it just switched positions right there. How interesting. I wonder why that is. And I don't think that that's bullet inaccuracy, because I'm pretty sure, like, yeah, the pistol should be... Oh, is it recoil? Is it something to do with recoil, perhaps? I think the floor might be due to bullet size. I've noticed it can end up hitting something it passes by. So maybe it's just a visual bug? Is that what you're thinking? And like mechanically, they're hitting where they're supposed to? Oh, that would actually make sense if that were the case. So we can fire from hip a couple times. Yeah, I mean, that one was pretty distinctive. It hit there for a couple bullets, and then it started hitting down here. That's really interesting. I wonder why that would be. I don't have an immediate answer to that. I think we're going to need to just dive into the code and see if we can find something that doesn't look right. Okay. Yeah, I think I've got the information that I need to at least be able to figure out generally what's going on. Now I'm hungry for pizza, and I've just had breakfast. Okay, I'm gonna put this out for everybody to talk about again, because we talked about this before, and there was a wide variety of answers. How do you feel about pineapple on pizza? Is this disgusting? Is this great? Last time we had some people that probably left the stream forever over this, and I was like, dog, you know, you just eat it and it's good. I also noticed that with all my wanted weapons, it does end up going to the bottom left every time. Pineapple in pizza is kind of whack. Okay, but why? Give me a reason. Give me a reason. Disgusting? How is it disgusting? I tend to disagree with this. I think we need crosshair, because that's where the firing actually happens. Ah! All sorts of windows. There it is. I do not enjoy it, but I am not one to put down other people's personal taste. You know, that's appreciated, Wisecrack. That really is. However, if you hate it, you need to slam it into the ground. No, I'm kidding, man. Because I don't want sweet things on my pizza. But, like, vegetables are pretty sweet. Like, onions are pretty sweet. Especially caramelized onions. Nah. See, I think this is where the difference is coming in. Because I would call vegetables on pizza pretty sweet, too. As well as sauce, I might add. Sauce is fairly sweet most of the time. What about banana on pizza? Oh, golly, I've never tried that. That sounds like a texture thing. That sounds like a texture problem to me. Do we have... We got a script that, like, fires, I could swear, in here somewhere. What about nuts on pizza? Is that a thing? What kind of nuts do people put on pizza? Dang, I am not seeing what I was hoping to find in here. Where is the firing happening? I grew up with toast Hawaii, so pizza Hawaii is just the inevitable evolution of tastes. There you go! That sounds so good, actually. Is it like the exact same except on toast instead of on pizza? Peanut butter and banana burrito is actually good. Okay, that one I could see. That one I could really imagine, for sure. I don't think it's in here. That's... Oh, it's probably in weapon. It's probably in weapon. Fire, fire, fire. Yeah, fire weapon right here. One burrito I had a while ago, what was it? It was a breakfast burrito that me and my friend made. And we did we went all out on it with chorizo and everything. And it was excellent. I could eat like 1 million of those. Super, super good. Unfortunately, eating it in public would make you look... Yeah. No, I see what you're saying. I mean, that's just like eating bananas in general, though. So we've got slide, fire alternate. These are, I believe, animation calls, if I remember my George code correctly. Where else does it load models? That's not right. Oh, weapon fire. That's a class, huh? Let's take a look at that sucker and see if that gives us any clues. I ate bananas with a knife, cut off each bit, and eat it bite by bite. You know, I actually do that too, funnily enough, but for a single reason. I keep a jar of peanut butter on my desk. You can hear me open and close it. So what I do, I don't really like always have a knife or spoon handy, so I just like dip the banana in the jar of peanut butter and scoop it out that way, you know? And you can't really do that with a whole banana because the banana just snaps in two. So you have to do it like with parts of the banana, or else it's just a disaster. Okay, so here's a fire thing. So I'm trying to find where the code is for like where the bullet is actually going to fly. Bananas are meh. Okay, no, Galactic Survivor, this is important. What food is like your what are your top 5 favorite dishes? Because I'm hearing, you know, I used to not like pizza, so maybe not even that. And didn't you say before that you had never had a taco, or was that someone else? Like in a stream before this. I could swear that I remember someone saying that. Banana in the peanut butter jar sounds even more not Twitch friendly. Yeah, whatever. So where is the bullet actually like having its direction set? Interesting. I'm not sure. Let's read through this again. Oh, so it's getting a forward direction right here. And this is to fix the weird spread issue. Okay, let's keep an eye on that. Anything that is a mix of cheese and ground meat is deserving of my deepest passion. Yeah, that's pretty much true, though. Like, it's really, really, really hard to go wrong with that. I wonder... Wait, where is forward being set in the first place? Oh, interesting. Look at this. So forward is totally the transform direction of the barrel, which is what I was saying was potentially the problem before, which is really interesting. I wonder, yeah, let's see what happens if we take out this line here, because this is supposed to be fixing something. Let's see if it fixes the problem to not have it. Sodium overdose, gang rise up. Yeah, right. Oh, by the way, guys, Zynerky, yay, you're kind of not late. Congratulations. I fixed the follow sound, so it should have the fun sound when people follow now instead of like the default one. Hopefully, anyway. Also, anything that is a mixture of cheese, gravy, and any form of potato. Wait, do you like Yay! Isn't that great, Jacob? Do you like, what is it called? Poutine? What a nice tuba, yeah, right? Okay, so let's go and do the same test that we did before. So, ADS a couple times. It is really hard for me to tell whether that worked or not. Poutine is my fraifu. I get it. It took me a second. I've never had poutine before. I've been told many, many times. Oh! Did you guys see that? That was weird. It's almost like after I fire from... Wait. Hold on a moment. That was weird, man. My French fraifu. Yes. Very good. So if I hip fire twice and then I ADS fire 3 times, now I move over and I hip fire. Watch, it's not gonna hit. It's not gonna hit where the cursor is. Look at that! It just hit down there. Oh, we have a juicy little bug going on here. What the heck, man? And now it'll go back, and it's exactly 2 bullets every single time. My brother makes poutine and it's disgusting. Oh no! I have not tasted the the ethereal glory that is poutine. No, I have not. It always just seems like it's gonna be really wet and sloppy. What are the odds I nearly missed this stream too because of Minecraft? Dude, you and Minecraft, man. It sounds like you're in a dysfunctional relationship. You are yet to be baptized in its gravy's cheesy's glory. Yeah, I am. Tell me though, like, what makes it good? What is the big stank? Okay, so could this possibly have something to do with the fact that this doesn't seem to be directly setting the bullets? Oh, I wonder if this has something to do with the caching system. Interesting, interesting. Where's my, so what does forward do? Let's just real quick take out the definition and see what lines error out. There's one down here. So we've got a dir. What does dir do? Oh, clone dot velocity is equal to dir times bullet speed. Okay, so we are setting the velocity of the bullet. That's interesting. I joined a server as a joke. Now I'm part of the society. It's crazy. Dude, don't get sucked in, or totally get sucked in. It's fun to be part of like a functioning server and stuff. Imagine the best arts of eating parts, I'm assuming, of eating French fries, plus the best parts of eating gravy, plus the best parts of eating melted cheese without losing any goodness in the process. Multiply that by 3. Wisecrack, just a question. Are you Canadian by any chance? Because you're talking about Canadian pizza, and now you're talking about poutine. I just want to know. I wonder if it has to do with the offset, maybe? It's supposed to be a random thing, but then we've got this lock X thing. I'm gonna just take some lines out and see. Freaky, yeah. This makes sense. Not saying that I don't respect it, but it makes sense. I understand now. I understand. Okay, so I don't know what that's doing. Let's just see what happens if I take it out, which is usually my way of debugging. I gotta build a ×16 super smelter tomorrow. What have I got myself into? Fun story, I built myself an automatic smelter on my own server, and I forgot to add in like an item destroying system, and I literally crashed the server, like to the point that no one could go through to my base without the server crashing, so I had to run a kill all command. Then I ended up snapping all of the entities out of existence and stuff. It was like a really big problem. It took me days to fix it. And everyone was mad. It was super cool though, because the super smelter, it took bamboo from like the bottom of the world, and then it goes up this gigantic bubble elevator and goes through this complicated system to then plop the bamboo down onto a set of hoppers that are like up in the air somewhere. It was like way, way, way overly complicated, and that's why we had issues. So I just took out a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, I need some ammo. Let's see if anything still works or not. Do you Minecraft? I do a bit, not like a ton or anything, but I do enjoy it. Okay, so first of all, I have officially taken out the spread of all of the shotguns, Interesting. I need a pistol. I want to see if I fixed the pistol, though. Because if I have, then it has something to do with the spread mechanics. Don't take that out of context. So if I fire twice, go into ADS. No, that did not fix it. Interesting. Okay. We are closer on the investigation. What did I do? No. So let's put all that code back in then. Because none of that seems to be affecting it. How strange is this, dude? Also, why is this happening twice? That's also weird. I don't think we need both of those. And I wonder what reset crosshair is. Let's take a look at that. PSX bullet.reset crosshair. Let's go PSX bullet. I'll have to make a triple double chest storage system for fuel too, because I might link a bamboo farm to it. My gosh, you're going nuts here, man. Now, give me PSX bullet! What server do you play on? Is it like a private one or is it something public? What's reset crosshair? Oh, this has something to do with bullet origin. Now that's interesting. Wait a minute, something occurs to me. What if the crosshair and the shooting is working fine, but the actual position of the bullet is changing? Do you think that's possible? I wonder how I would figure that out. Oh, I wonder too. I wonder, hey, Jobless, pew pew. Pew pew pew. What's going on, man? Good to see you. I wonder if some of these are centered and some of these are not. Pew pew boom. Absolutely. Let's just see what happens if we do this. Also, I wonder why centered bullet is... what does that do, I wonder? So many questions! Okay, let's see what happens if we change that origin thing to always be instantiating at 0, 0. See if that helps anything or not. So for anyone that just joined, it was pointed out to me that there is this weird little error that happens. Probably, I'll be able to show you right here. So essentially, this is super strange. So if I fire... Oh, that's not good. If I fire... Wait. What? How? How does that make any sense? I wonder, wait, is it consistent though? That's the real question. Oh, it's not even consistent. What the heck? 0, 0 is the corner of the screen. Ah, yes, that it probably is. Good point, good point. Okay. So that should be... You're right, so that needs to be centered all the time, assumedly. Should it also be centered when we're doing hip firing? That's the question of the day. And is that causing an issue? Yeah, okay, wait. Could this actually be part of the problem? Hold on. This is great music. When bullets shoot to side, you turn 90 degrees to shoot enemy. Yeah, I mean, it's the game still functions. You just need to play differently. Jeez, get better. I wonder if it has something to do with this not getting called correct. Wait, centered bullet equals true, and then down here, centered bullet equals false? What? George, but why? But why? So one of these is not correct then. Let's try getting rid of this one. And then that seems to be like the way that the ray is supposed to go. That's interesting. I feel like I have more knowledge, but I have not made any progress. You know what I mean? Foot sniper with poor conversational skills, the game. Oh gosh. So my life, the game. Just kidding, just kidding. Do you guys feel like you have good conversational skills? I don't feel like I have good conversational skills at all. Like, whenever I'm need to make small talk or something, I just have no idea what to say. Like, I just come up with something completely random that I don't really even necessarily care about, just for the sake of making conversation. No, that's definitely still doing it. Did you guys see what the problem was, though? For anyone that came in after we figured out what the deal was? So it'll like fire at the same location twice and be super inaccurate, and then it will start firing correctly. Starting or keeping a conversation. Starting specifically. That's the one that I think is super hard. Nope, I just be silent. Yeah. No, I respect that. I have gained skills in faking it in my time. Yeah, it's like the inverse of the Doom chain gun, right? So that seems to work. And it works the other way around, too. You can see it working there, too. Oh, man. Okay, well, whatever I changed, which was just taking out the centered bullet, the second centered bullet call, does not seem to have helped in any way, shape, or form. So, I still feel like that's gotta be an error, though. Like, why would there be two different times that he sets that, even if we're waiting for, like, some period of time? It doesn't make sense to me. Shoot with ADS, then shoot without ADS once, wait a bit, then try shooting again. Excellent idea. See if it's a timing related thing. I like it. Let's give it a go. I wonder what will happen then. I do wonder as well. Okay, so shoot with ADS is what you're saying. Bam. Which was perfect. Then shoot without ADS once. Bam. Wait a bit, try shooting again. Bam. That was perfectly on point. Oh, how weird is that? How incredibly weird is that? That has to be a timing related thing then. Hold on a moment. Let's do that again. Hold on. So if I shoot, and then I go in here, and I shoot, it's perfect, and then I come out, and I wait, and I shoot. It's absolutely perfect. Okay, so I'm wondering if there's maybe two different pieces of, like, direction that this can go. One of them is hip fire, and one of them is aim down sights fire, and it's not flipping immediately when you press and let go of the button. When I get in a lift with random people, it's awkward. Yeah, getting in elevators with people you don't know is always awkward. There's no way around it. Because what are you gonna say? You have, like, 30 seconds max, but you can't just, like, sit there and stare at people. So usually I, like, you know, this elevator sure is fast, if it is, or, you know what I mean? Something really stupid like that. Okay, that's really interesting. I'm glad you said that, Zynerkey. Excuse me. So what could possibly be timing related here? Is there anything timing related? I wonder if we should debug.log, like, the transform.forward of the barrel or something like that. And, like, see maybe if it, for some reason, is not what I think it is, or something like that. I like to mess with people in the elevator. Okay, do tell. I would be curious to hear how this happens, Wisecrack. Man, I wish I knew Unity well enough to be helpful. I wish I knew Unity well enough to be helpful, man. I don't know what I'm doing. Um, I, I have this weird feeling that this has something to do with the animator. Hey, iron sight override position. Hey, wait a minute. This is interesting. I will bet, okay, I will bet if I go ahead and take out this, it will always hip fire, go where you would hip fire 100% of the time. Let's give that a go. Wait. No, I'm sorry. If I was to take out all of that and this, I'll bet that this will always go to the hip fire position 100% of the time. Worst thing is if the lift stops and you're trapped for hours with random people. Has that ever happened to you before? Also, the lift. I appreciate that. We call it the elevator, obviously, over here. I think the lift is way better, though. So how's the ritual going? Have you actually ever asked somebody that in the lift, quote unquote? Do you guys hear an ad? I hear an ad. That's totally an ad. Go away. I want music. The elevator ritual. Yeah. Okay, so assumedly, right now, I should always fire at the hip fire location 100% of the time. Which does happen! Okay, we've got a variable, at least. We've got a variable. And I think I know exactly what's going on here. Not exactly that, but something close. What? Okay, I did my professional research, and I think it might be related to the transition between ADS and non-ADS. I am coming to the exact same conclusion at the same time you are. Yes, in fact, I've narrowed it down to the variable that is causing the issue. I farted in a lift once, and it was wrong on so many levels. Is that a pun? Because, you know, you're going up in an elevator at the same time. Okay, so the problematic variable here is iron sight override position. So let's see if we can find out where all that, oh, well, that's not good. Find in files. So let's just search for iron sight override position, see if we can find where it's, oh boy, that doesn't look good. That's the only results in the search right there. Debug.log the variable and see how it changes when switching to ADS. Okay, so no, I know exactly what's going on here. So this guy, when you go into ADS, this is being set probably through the animator, and it doesn't get unset until the animation for coming out of ADS is completely done, or something like that. Something along those lines. I could swear that this is an animator issue, 100%. But, problem being, we only have 4 references to this in the code, and it's only the null check, meaning I do not know where I'm going to look to find this darned thing. Is there a way for us to tell if we are aiming? Hold on. Wait, we might be able to do this in a different way. Because if we can tell whether we're ADS aiming or not, we could probably just, like, not use that variable whatsoever. Imagine the rupture is just an elevator with a bouncer. What the heck? I totally missed something, didn't I? And how long did it take you to figure this out? Yeah, probably too long. Let's not talk about it. Okay, so I'm just going to check all of my variables here and see if I have something that looks even vaguely like, oh yes, I am looking down ADS. Okay, so weapon fire, I wonder if there's some way that we could figure out what animators use that. Does anyone know of a way? You said you are Synth Bouncer and have to keep the demons out. Each ascent as a wave shooter. That's freaking brilliant, dude. I love that idea. Yes, do it. Make it happen. Um. Maybe on each weapon there's an animator that I can find. Let's just grab a weapon prefab, and just like take a look and see if we can find something on it. Like inspect animations. Yeah. So like if I go in here, and find one of our weapon prefabs, which is not always so easy. There we go. And let's just see if we can find an animator on one of these objects here. There's our weapon fire script. Does this have a reference to an animator by any chance? I don't think so. That's too bad. Hey, on-site override position right here. Wait, so that's always set. Hold on a moment. Arm.object aim. Boom, it's the other one. It's totally the other one. Yeah. Okay. At the end of the day, if there's stairs, I will take the stairs. Dude, it's better for you anyway, right? Okay, we totally need to do something with arm.object aim. 100%, 100%. Find object. Oh, sorry, I'm not on the code screen. I get excited and then I forget to switch over. Object aim. Okay, we've got a whole bunch of stuff here. Dang, it's all over the place, man. So here's it being set, which is interesting. Where else is it set? Is it set anywhere else? Aim disable, okay. Drop weapon, toggle fix, that's interesting. No, it looks like it might just be those two places. So I wonder why it's not getting set correctly then. John completely looked past my messages. Great. Oh no, what did you say? Can we get a button to pump a shotgun once or pull the slide of a pistol ejecting one bullet? That would be neat. Oh, that would be neat. I like that idea a lot. And I think George would too. I like it. I think I know now know what to make and go out. Ooh, what are you gonna make? Tell me. So fire 2 is the right mouse button, and this is toggle aim related stuff. Funny that this is not. Also, arm.aiming needs to be false, set to false here, right? Pretty sure. Yeah, I think George will really love that idea. I'm trying to like think through any reasons why I could think that this variable wouldn't be being set to false immediately. Object aim. But it's after a time. Does it have something to do with this disable aim weight? What is this now? Arm.aiming equals false. Hey! Wait a moment. That doesn't seem right to me. Should go out of aiming as soon as you're done. Should it not? That's what I just did here. That's really interesting. Okay, hold on. Let's just do a test run here. We were just discussing it. I think I might actually make that game where you shoot demons in the Oh, nice! Yeah! Do it, man! If you do, definitely, like, post your progress in the Discord. Because I'd definitely like to see what you guys are doing with it. I think that's a great idea. And it does sound like a really good mobile game idea. I think people would really like that. So I've made it so you stop aiming immediately after coming out of ADS. That's a problem. Interesting. Well, that didn't work, did it? So apparently I cannot just simply do that. Boy, this is really confusing, guys. I am not 100% sure what's going on here. So, let's go back to, like, talking it through a little bit. Let me just die for a second first. Okay, so, if my current arm is not equal to null, let's, just for curiosity's sake, I don't think this will fix it, but let's see what happens if we take out the null check. Like it wouldn't be able to fall into there correctly or something like that. Because if so, that could be a different problem. And it just so happens that it's creating this issue here. Replace arm.object aim with that other aim. Maybe it's worth a try. So if we go down here and we ADS, so we're able to ADS correctly, which is interesting. Fire. Dude, did that just work? What the heck? Why did that just work? So has that fixed it then? Wait a minute. Wait. Wait. Dog, why are we even checking if current arm is not equal to null? Because we're not using current arm in here whatsoever. That's so interesting. Okay, well, let's just take that out for a moment. And let's do some experimentation, but I feel like this actually might have just fixed it, which is scary. I feel like this music could be a mite louder. It's so quiet. Zelda music, man. Can't live with it, can't live without it, am I right? Okay, so this, I believe, all of this is doing what is expected. Yeah, nice. I'm just gonna, like, try to break it. Wait, did that work there? Did you guys catch? I mean, it's really hard for me to tell if it's not working, but it is definitely better, without a doubt. Oh, see, did that one not work? See, it's really hard to tell. It might still have a problem where it doesn't work when you're coming out of the ADS animation. That is entirely possible. But at that point, that's more acceptable, because you could kind of construe that one as more like a gameplay-oriented thing. Not saying that I shouldn't try to fix it, but it is definitely more of an acceptable issue. In my mind. So shoot. Yeah, oh, and there is going to be some inaccuracy when you're coming in like that because your barrel position is changing. So that one actually does make sense. Okay, I think we have fixed that. Let's see if there's any weird errors in the console that we might need to address from taking out that null check. Maybe just all of these trues! Wow, what is that? Oh, that's something I put in yesterday. Okay, let's get rid of that. I think we can officially call that one fixed. I'm going to... what's your favorite weapon, mod or not? Ooh, good question. I mean, probably the tuba, but it's also very novel at the moment, so, you know, maybe I can't say that one. But non-modded weapon, I think my favorite is probably the, pump action. I don't know. Not tuba gun. Yeah, I think probably the pump action. Pretty much all the shotguns, or the sort of related guns, I really like. Let me go Trello diving here real quick. Was that even a Trello issue? I don't think so. Yeah, I think I'm going to need to create a new card for that one. Let's see. Aim problems with ADS. I'll add some stuff to that one later. Nice. That's actually super exciting. When you come out of the weapon room into a different room, why doesn't the current weapon you're carrying save? Probably just because we've never programmed it to, and I think it totally should. 100%. Because weapons don't stay when going from level to level. They don't, but wouldn't it be so cool if they did? I like the idea, for sure. Okay, what other issues, can we take a look at? I want to do something fun, too. Oh, you know what we should do? Yeah, let's go see if the destruction is working. Like the incremental destruction. Ooh, can you take a look at the reload animation on the dusk crossbow? Ooh, yeah, I can. What's the problem with it? It might be a mod problem, so I might not be able to do a thing about it, but we can always take a look. Crossbow reload animation is a bit funky. Yeah. George put that one together in like a week for the release. Yeah, I thought it might be. Yeah, I'll take a look at it though, for sure. So if I grab up this guy, all of these pillars should be incremental now. Oh, they are! Look at that! Dude, that's super cool. I feel like there's still some issues with me not getting hurt every time when somebody shoots me. Okay. Now that these guys... Look at that! That's really cool. Is it... Oh, dude, it's also dynamic. Like, it kind of... Oh, that was weird. I wonder, like, how he baked these. Was he just shooting through the pillar? Or was he shooting around the pillar? I'm going to keep an eye on that, because that one should be fixed. Oh, also the fire on release while slow-mo thing, where it's always fire on release when you're in slow-mo, I fixed that too. I think I did that one off camera. Yeah, this is super cool. Here, let's grab a different gun and try it out. Well, I guess let's grab this pistol and try it out. I want to see if, like, it takes more or less from certain... That's weird. From certain weapons to break them, or something like that. The Matrix lobby level better be as destructible as in the movie. I think that's the goal. Here, I'm gonna post on Twitter that we're taking a look at this stuff. I feel like people want to see this. Now, not Twitch. Go, go, go. Da 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 da. Taking a look at the new incremental destruction. And I've got like a little video that I'm going to attach with it too. Where's the video? I know I put it somewhere. There it is. This is my way of bringing new people in, by the way, is pretty much just always posting that I'm going to be doing something interesting and hope that they find it interesting. Shilling, yes, I need to shill. Also, can you take a look at where the viewbob code is? Yeah, what's the problem with that stuff? It's so cool to have such a private dev stream, by the way. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I appreciate it. I thought it would just be a fun way of being able to, like, get people in on the development, and also, like, have someone to talk to while I'm deving, because it gets kind of lonely just doing it in your room for forever. Is anybody working on improving mod support and map editor? At the moment, no. And that is not because we don't want to, we just don't have enough manpower to do that and also bug fix and also do new content and everything. But that is high on my priority list because it is not where it needs to be right now. I would work on the map maker. You know what would be really cool? If we could take the work that Zombie's doing on the Dusk SDK and make a full-blown Unity editor, I would really like that. I don't know how possible that is. Here, let's restart the map so that we can take a look at the destruction again. I don't know how possible that is, but it would be really nice if we could do that. Is it possible for the AI to use modded guns? It is incredibly possible. Yeah, actually, George and I talked about that. The plan eventually, and this is like a long-term plan, is to make the custom weapons into like an in-game element sort of a thing. So not just like mods that you download, but like something that you can actually do in-game and stuff. Every time I jump out of the window, it pauses for forever. So, that being said, then, you know, you can customize the weapons and anybody can use them and stuff. I would actually like to do full-blown enemy customization, just for, like, that's why I added in the heads and stuff like that. I think it would just be really cool, but, it would be kind of annoying to make the map an external editor while you're deving, so we would still have our normal Unity editor. It would just, there would be like a Unity editor for everyone else to use to make custom maps, would be the idea. So, if you guys just came in to see the incremental destruction thing, what I was just showing off is it seems to be dynamic. So if I shoot like individual corners, like I have to shoot all 4 of them before it breaks, which is really cool. Are you talking about taking Zombie's work for Dusk SDK and seeing if you can use it for Max X? That is what I'm talking about, and there is like no plans to do that, but I would love to see if that is possible. That's kind of my thought, because I heard tell that it theoretically could be possible. This is super cool, dude. I'm really enjoying just kind of looking at how this thing works. I heard that theoretically speaking, it should be possible. Seems like he forgot this side of the pillar or something. But I don't think anybody has even thought about that yet. Imagine AI picking up tuba gun. Yeah, I know, right? I mean, getting the map loader should work fine. Yeah, you'd think. I don't know. We'll have to see. Obviously, that's definitely something that would have to come post him finishing that for Dusk. You know what I mean? Without any doubt. But nice. All this stuff is good stuff. Let's see if we've got any other destruction stuff from the code that I downloaded earlier. Also, you guys can see huge optimization issues in this room particularly, and we're still trying to find out why this room over other ones. Weren't we gonna get a beat with just the custom maps? Wait, get a beat? A beta? Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I don't know what... Are you talking for the Dusk SDK? So one thing that's weird is you can still fire during that cutscene, even though they can't hurt you. I feel like that needs to be changed. Yeah, Dusk SDK. I think there was some sort of plan about that. To be quite honest, I don't really follow Dusk SDK related stuff too terribly closely, just because it's not really in my wheelhouse. I'm just really a MaxX guy, you know what I mean? I need to, if I can't find the Steam servers, I need to get rid of that little text box there. So I, very possibly though, I could totally imagine that being a thing. Okay, nice. Stuff seems to be working out pretty well. I'm just doing some Trello diving here, seeing if I can find something that's like a big issue that we need to... I mean, the biggest thing is still performance, but somebody else is going to be taking a look into that. That's not me, which I think will be good because they know a lot more about it. Oh yeah, would it be possible to import OBJs as maps with something similar to the slider, magazine, hammer setup that we have as weapons instead of representing spawns, exits, etc.? Yeah, that could be entirely possible, Wisecrack. In fact, that might not be a bad idea for adding in some extra functionality to the map editor. Well, since John missed this, I'm going to resend it. I wonder how ViewBob look if left arm would move around slightly differently. You mean than the right arm? What you thinking there, ma'am? There are some letterboxing issues, or rather, Riot wants me to look at letterboxing. We need a means for all of the game's menus to become letterboxed when the screen ratio is less than 16:9. That is not going to be easy, and I don't want to get into that one right at the moment, because that is going to be a major overhaul of all of the menus to get that to work. Pause menu doesn't reset to a neutral state when returning to game with escape. Oh, that's one that we can take a look at. Let's get that one done. I guess the slight lag before going into each room is the AI spawning. Yeah, it is, and it doesn't happen nearly as badly on the actual build. That's more a dev build thing, because Unity editor stuff. Let's take a look at this exiting on escape thing. Yes, left arm and right arm could have different ViewBob offsets in animation or code. Yeah, I'll talk to George about that one. I don't think that's a bad idea. Sweet, Fortnite map in MaxX is basically confirmed. Yeah, whatever. So he's saying, oh yeah, check that out. So if I just escape out of the menu, it totally goes back to that particularly. You know what it should do? If I press escape here, it should just, you know, call the back function till we get to the main menu. Is there... I think that's really the only secondary menu. Oh wait, there's one out over here, right? Yeah. Okay. MaxX Battle Royale. That would be horrifying! The performance, man! The performance would be terrible! Let's get rid of some of these debug statements, too. They're all over the place, man. So, when we are exiting out of the menu, how do we set to a neutral state? I think we just need to override whatever is getting rid of the menu in the first place, which I think is something like lock mouse or something like that. A script named lock mouse or something. Let's take a look. Lock mouse. Is dismemberment missing a slider? I will take a look at that, possibly. I wonder if MaxX will ever have multiplayer. Please say yes. I am not going to say one way or another because we don't know yet. And I don't want to say yes or no and then have that change in the future. Set pause state. So this is definitely a function that is being called. but I'm not seeing, like, escape itself being called. So the thing is, with Dusk multiplayer, it took up, like, so much extra development time, and everything, that I think, everyone's just a little bit shy of trying to do it for something that wasn't, like, coded with that in mind from the get-go, which MaxAx wasn't. Pause. Let's search for pause in code, see what we come up with. So it's just, like, very scary to think about doing it, you know what I mean? If we look for pause in quotes, we should come up with, yeah! Menu control, lock mouse, if input, get down, pause, then unpause. So if I take this out, I should be able to not get out of the menu with escape at all now. Would be the assumption. Can you say a bit about what you guys still have planned before the next hotfix patch update can go live? Yeah, absolutely. The big one is performance. That's kind of the holdup right at the moment. Here, actually, I'll show you exactly why that's a holdup. So you can see right now I'm hovering around 76 frames per second, and that's because I'm streaming at the same time. But if I go into the hospital here, obviously, you know, loading while streaming and editor takes a little while. But if I go in here, you'll see I'm still about-ish at the same frames per second. But if I, like, punch this guy once, see my frames dip pretty significantly. Here's a big one, though. If I, like, take him and start shooting at him, oh, maybe George fixed a little bit of this, actually. You'll see that my frames kind of start dipping pretty substantially as, like, more and more combat goes on. Right here, it's actually not too bad. I'm only, like, 5 or 6 frames lower. It used to be a lot worse, but we've been doing a lot of optimization work. But then when we go, like, in here and start fighting in here, you'll see that my frames are, like, down to 30, 40. Like, they are literally half of what they are just, like, you know, standing around and stuff like that. And this is not even a particularly complex room. So we're just kind of afraid. I mean, it has been getting better slowly as we've been doing more optimization work, but we are just kind of afraid that, like, if we don't address it first, like, right off the bat, that we're just going to keep making it worse and worse and worse and get to the point where people just aren't able to play well, you know? What's your PC specs? My PC is okay. Like, my PC is not super, super, super powerful, but it should be, you know, more than good enough. Interesting, I can't bring up the menu, by the way. It should be more than good enough to, you know, run at a reasonable amount, but streaming takes a lot as well, so it's not doing so great. Doors in some scenes just fall when you kick them. Can they just swing open? Instead, it's annoying jumping over them. That sounds like a tether strength issue. Do you have a door specifically in mind that I could test that on? For El Pollo, so optimization is like the big one that we have planned for the next hotfix, because I think that they've done most of the work that they want to, excuse me, I think they've done most of the work that they want to on the hospital in terms of, like, making it polished and better and, you know, stuff like that. And then I've done, like, most of the bug fixes that I wanted to do for this particular update too. So all that to say, stuff will be coming out soon. It just depends on how the optimization goes. You know what I mean? By the way, try jumping through the windows in the second room in the hospital map. Keyword jumping, not diving. Okay, once I'm running through hospital again, I'll definitely do that. So yeah, that's kind of the quick and dirty of what's going on there. What was I doing? I've totally lost my train of thought. This happens way, way, way too often. What was I doing? Does anyone remember? I was gonna go do something. I had something that I was gonna go do. What the heck? Oh yeah, doors. Doors. I already added the crouch toggle. Ah! I did that earlier. Yeah. What map has doors that does that? Anyone know? Bing bing bomb. Jingle jangle. Bingly bongly. These are I'm waiting to see if anyone knows what doors tend to fall off their hinges. Ringly wrangly. Jingly jangly. Isn't the hospital level the only level with doors? Is it really? Antarctic base or whatever it's called. Maybe it is. That's entirely possible. Here, let's take a look real quick. No! Doesn't the restaurant also have doors in it? Pretty sure it does. And the saloon definitely has doors. Oh, let's check saloon. Let's check the saloon doors. That could totally be a bad thing going on there. Okay, so if I go ahead and kick this guy, the saloon is the one. Well, that was not at all difficult to make happen. Yeah, let's take a look into that. Lol. Hey, Dunk, what's going on, man? Good to see ya. Door to barricade in just one kick. Yeah, I know, right? Saloon. Saloon. What is it called? Oh, I'm searching in the wrong tab again. Saloon, Act 1, Saloon, right over there. So these doors are pretty definitely a different prefab from the other doors, not just like model swapping or something. And I'll bet that their joint is probably just super weak, something like that. Nav mesh obstacle, how about that? It's interesting. And the guy didn't even hear you. I know, the AI is so stupid. It's kind of, oh, do they not have joints at all? Wait a minute, how do these things work? Wait, is there like two different objects that we're talking about here? If I delete this, it deletes the door, right? Yeah, Do they not have joints at all? I feel like that's a problem, right? Oh, door rotation. Kick force. Do you think that this is just as simple as this needs, like, constraints to not be able to rotate on one of its axes? Hold on a moment. This might be an incredibly easy fix. Hold on. Which axis is this that it would be rotating on? That'd be the x-axis. Is there ever a point at which we want this to happen? I don't really think there is. I'm just gonna do it and then see if that is gonna be a problem. Can I apply that? Let's see if that works. Simplest answer is best answer. Yeah, I know, right? Makes my job easier, and it usually works better. Oh, right, and we're in the middle of pause menu stuff. Oh gosh, yeah. That's what I was doing before this. Why isn't that working? Oh, man, what is going on here? Doors, they don't like me very much. Wrong door. But it should have applied to all of them. Maybe it's a different type of door, though. Let's see. Door has ascended to heaven, according to the music, anyway. Where is the player start? That's it, right? Yeah. Door prefab nav mesh. If I go in here, yeah, the rigid body has the constraint on it. Oh, I wonder if it's not that's rotating. Dude, this is weird stuff, man. Hold on a moment. That is X rotation, right? I'm not nuts here. What happens if I just... Okay, I'm just gonna... This is totally gonna break everything, but I want to see what it does. I'm gonna just freeze frickin' everything and see if the door is still able to move or not. Because if it is, we have a problem on our hands. Right. Oh boy. Oh, jeez Louise, man. This has caused all sorts of issues. Wait, so why is the door able to move? That's the first question. And then why does it stop moving? That is the second question. What the heck, man? Okay, hold on a moment. Something very, very fishy is happening here. This is not what I expect whatsoever. Dude, I'm gonna go into the next video in the playlist here because this Donkey Kong music. Okay, so something else is definitely affecting this. It's probably door rotation, right? Doors probably apply the constraints after a kick. That is entirely possible. Hey, Wisecrack! I'm glad to see you're back. Sorry that you're having Wi-Fi issues. Yeah, that's entirely possible, Dunk. Let's take a look at this door rotation script. First of all, before anything else, I should take all of these back off in case I forget to. But let's take a look at the door rotation and see where we get with that. Door rotation, is that it? Yeah, I think so. So question, in general, how is you guys' Wi-Fi? I have heard that the Wi-Fi in the US is supposed to be significantly worse than in a lot of other countries. And I'm kind of wondering if that's true or not. Like, I'm just really curious, you know? Well, look at that. Door physics, if we are a kinematic door, are we a kinematic door? First of all, we are a kinematic door, very interesting. I got 165 megabit download. That's do you know what my download is? It's like maybe 80 at the best of times. That's really interesting. Hey, this level reminds me, would you be able to add the ability to control movement direction while in air and not diving? Yeah, I totally want to do that. That is not something I'm going to be able to do this update, unfortunately, just because of schedules and stuff. We decided to not work on that yet, but yes, we absolutely need to do stuff like that. Down there, Wi-Fi is good. That's really interesting. Yeah, no, the Wi-Fi here, like, the best Wi-Fi I've ever had is like 90 megabyte download Wi-Fi. I've never gotten anything better than that. So it seems to me that target rotation probably just shouldn't include any Z-related or X-related stuff. So it's just not able to rotate in that way at all. And yet it seems... Hey, thanks for the host, Cleo. Appreciate it. Did you, by any chance, just get to... Is she here yet, I wonder? I wonder if she just got done streaming, because I saw that she was streaming. I hope she was streaming. I know she said she was trying to get back into doing that. So, okay, but why? That's the question. So the target rotation should only be rotating on the y-axis. It shouldn't... Hi, hello. All my viewers disappeared when I went to make food, so I thought I'd host you instead. Oh, sorry to hear it, first of all, but also thank you, appreciate it. How was your stream going? Was it going well? So, So, okay, target rotation should always be 0, 180, 0, right? It's lerping to that rotation particularly, but when I kick the door, it seems like the physics is like, no, and then just like makes it fling all over the place wildly. Okay, here's an interesting question. If I don't have it lerp at all, so like it's technically not able to swing the door, does the door still swing? That could be interesting. Don't know, haven't streamed in a while. I was getting skipped frames, so the quality was probably not so great. Yeah, that can happen. Did you do like the auto setup on OBS or something? Because I kind of got like a better system of being able to figure that out now or something like that. I'm glad you're doing it though. I know you said that you wanted to get back into doing it, so that's exciting. So, will the door open? Oh, so interesting. Look at that. So the door will not open, but the door is still physics affected. How strange, dude. Okay, so this has something to do with the door being able to be kicked, like 100%. Which, you know, surprises no one except me. Gets door kicked into him. Did you hear something? I know the AI is so bad. We totally need to work on it. Okay, so, so what happens if we just, maybe the way to do this, maybe I'm overthinking this still. I very well might be overthinking this. I think what we should try doing is we should just try freezing on all positions and freezing on all rotations except for Y. And that should work, right? Like so. Let's see if that works. What were you streaming, Cleo? So I'm still able to open it, and man, it's still... Why? Why though? Why? I don't understand why it's able to do that. It shouldn't be able to. I swear, like, it's getting desynced from the object or something. Oh yeah, how weird. See, it is definitely not where it was before. That is not where the door was hinged. So how did it move? Yeah, you can see if I zeroed this out. Oh. Or not. I thought I was gonna be so smart and be like, if I zeroed this out, look, it's gonna go back to the hinge, but it totally didn't. Been trying to figure out what's your Twitch profile picture. Is it a baby chick face? No, actually it is the main character from Rubber Ducky. Rubber Ducky himself, the titular character. I'll be showing off a little stuff from that game later. If you're around, you'll see it. It's like kind of my own series of games. I've done a couple of them. So, what causes it to move? It's gotta be something to do with hit custom, right? I wonder if we disable hit custom, what happens? Hold on, let's try that. By the way, just saying, pressing escape in Unity Editor will always unlock the mouse. Yes, that is true. Very, very true. So if we just like say that we're not able to kick it, I wonder what happens. Also collide damage, that's interesting. I wonder what that does. Force, oh, it has a force applied to it. We should take a look at that thing too. Actually, hold on a moment. I wonder if we just take that off entirely. Oh, it didn't do the thing. It's not gonna work. It's totally not gonna work at all. I forgot to apply it to the prefab. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, 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 wah. Oh, and it's, apply? How do I apply that particularly? Wait a minute. Modified component? Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, and wrong screen? Wait. What am I doing wrong? Oh no! All this time, everyone's probably been like, what the heck, dude? Can you please blow the screen up? Oh. See, it's still around. I have nothing to say. Thank you, by the way, Zynerkey. Thank you for keeping me honest. Okay, so that didn't work. And I'm not 100% sure why. So let's go ahead and apply that sucker. Let's try taking out hit custom, see if that's the problem here. Do not forget about the hospital windows too. Okay, I'll make sure to take a look at them. I promise! Okay, so if I kick it now, yeah, so it doesn't do anything because hit custom isn't on it. That's expected. Obviously not necessarily what we want, because you want to be able to kick in the doors, but at least that's a place I can start in figuring out what's going on here. Didn't know doors were this complex. Yeah, man. Actually, like, pretty much, oh, yike. Pretty much everything in MaxX is super complex. I bet hospital doors are much simpler and better. Oh, it's totally possible. Yeah, I don't know if George, like, kept the same code with both of them or not, or whatever. But, I mean, you just kind of keep working on it until you figure it out. So, okay. So hit custom is definitely the problem here. It seems to be moving the object even when the object shouldn't be movable, which is interesting. I wonder what happens if we just, like, take the health up to a crazy amount. But the question is, why is it still able to, like, move? I don't understand that. Is there only a hinge on the bottom left-hand corner of the door? No. So the way this is working is it just pivots around this entire axis. And then when you kick it, then it is doing something else entirely. And I'm trying to figure out what that something else is. And it has to do with hit custom, which is a script that pretty much applies, how do I explain this? It's a script that, like, applies to all of the things that react when they're hit by something, if that kind of makes sense. So, for instance, if I come in here, we've got, like, the health and stuff that's, like, could refer to health of a crate, so, you know, when the health of the crate is at 0, or whatever. Okay, so here's kick, and that's probably what's causing the major issue here. Well, actually, no. What's hit? What is hit? What's the because possibly what's happening is when it gets hit, quote unquote, then it's like moving a child object or something like that, maybe? Man. Oh, so if health is smaller or equal to 0. Can you try to increase the health of the crates? Because when a gun touches it, I don't think it should blow up like a nuke. That is not my decision to make, but I will bring it up to George. Well, I wonder if it has... Oh! Dudes, here's what's happening. When it dies, it's setting its rigid body to be non-kinematic, meaning that the rigid body will actually like make it explode all over the place. So we've got this activated rigid length. Do we have that inside of here, I wonder? Activated rigid. Activate rigid. Size is equal to 0. That's strange. If I run the scene, does that change, I wonder? Derp, derp, derp. Derp, derp, derp. So if I go ahead and pause, we can take a look at whether the state of the object has changed at all. And, inside of hit custom, yeah, no, see, that's still 0. But my flying body is not nothing at all, which is really interesting. And I wonder if that is causing an issue, my flying body. No, that's something to do with something I set up, isn't it? Inside of item parent. I think I remember doing this. Hold on a moment. I think we might be on a roll here to finding what's going on. Item parent. Oh, yeah. Kind of stops there. Oh, it adds it to launchables, does it? See, I feel like it shouldn't do that. Hold on, let me just add a thing. Bool, don't launch, please. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it so that this thing cannot be kicked, like, period. Well, I shouldn't say that. Cannot be launched, period. Like, it doesn't understand that that's something that can be, launched, and see if that helps anything, at all. And if not, a potential fix is just giving this thing, like, a stupid amount of health. And just say, well, if anyone kicks a door 5 million times in a row, maybe it should fall off of its hinges, right? That makes sense. So where is that? Don't launch, please. Go ahead and set that to true. And then over here in the code, on this side, we're just gonna say if not, don't launch, please, and all that other stuff. Okay, let's see if this works. Oh, I don't know if I don't think either of them are actually in the stream right now, but I need to do paint things for 2 different people. Okay, well, I guess that's hey, hey, what's up, Skull the Cutie? What's going on, dog? So I guess that's expected. Am that Landon person on Discord. Oh yeah. I'm doing okay. How you doing? Good to see you around. So, that's not going to work. So right now, what we're trying to do is there's this, here I can show you just by taking this out. There's this really weird bug Well, it's not really a bug, and it's not really weird because it's been in the game like from the beginning, where these particular doors will just like get stuck in the doorway if you kick them, which is kind of not what we want. So, potentially the incredibly sketchy and not okay way of fixing this, but we're gonna try it to see if it just works. Right now, these things don't have any health, but if we go ahead and boost its health up to a ludicrous amount, there is every possibility that it will still swing when it's kicked, but it just will never, like, swing off the hinge, just because there's so much health that it won't be able to. Is this your first time checking out this, the stream, Skull? I don't think I've seen you in chat before. Oh, snap. I feel like I shouldn't be okay with this, but that's kind of great. Can I qualify that as being fixed? Probably not, right? Oh man, it's totally broken. What the heck, man? I wonder if I should just leave that in and see if George even notices. Well, that's not gonna work. So why? But why? Why doesn't that work? It's like it... Oh! Because it's spinning on Y, which is gonna be... Oh, wait a minute. What happens if we just constrain it? I think what does need to happen is we need to constrain all of this, and we need to override hit custom so that when it kicks, it doesn't apply whatever it's supposed to be applying. It applies something else to the door, if that kind of makes sense. So, like, for instance, in this case, the door shouldn't spin, the door should quote-unquote open. You know what I mean? And I'm certain that there's, like, some function, probably in door rotation, to be doing that. Yeah, now now it just doesn't work at all. Ah! What have I done? We have a problem here, and this problem is I don't know how to fix this. Okay, so hit custom is causing the thing to fly off its hinges, and hit custom does have a hit function. So, but why? I feel like what. Let's go code browsing and hit custom again real quick. Did you say it was your first time here, Skull? So hit.collider.gameObject to send messages, apply damage. I wonder what that's sending to. Maybe I should just be referencing the doors in Hospital to see why they don't do this. That might not be a bad idea. I might do that here in a second if I can't figure anything out here. It's like it's applying a force or something like that. I could swear that it is. But I don't see anything in here that would be applying a force, so it's kind of weird. Like, I'm not 100% sure what the deal is. I think I need to take a look at the doors in the hospital. Let's just do that. It's better to have the data that I need. I should probably reset this though, because I feel like this is not the direction that this needs to go to fix this thing. Jump through the window in hospital too. Okay, I will. I will do so. What am I doing? Not Unity. Hospital! What's you guys' favorite video game OST? I think I know what mine is, but I'm not 100% sure. Doom 2016 for you, Zynerky. Man, I had it so good for so long and then I just mispronounced it. Just a disaster. Okay, let's take ourselves a look at... Oh, I need to reset the menu stuff too. Tisk. Many things. Any old door should do. So this is the same thing. Oh, see, it has a hinge joint. It's like literally that simple. Metal Gear for you, Galactic. Metal Gear does have an excellent OST. So this is actually significantly more complicated, but the big one that I'm seeing is this has a hinge joint, and that's probably why it doesn't fall off of its hinges when it's kicked, would be my guess. So I think we might need to put one of those on the doors. Yeah, because you can see it trying to, but it like gets bounced back by the physics engine, right? Yeah, let's go ahead and put a hinge joint on the doors in the Old West place. What's it called? I can't think of the name. Bar? Restaurant? No, it's not the restaurant. Tisk. And I get paid to develop this game and everything. You think I'd know more about it? Saloon! Thank you! Appreciate it, Resolux. Boy, this is taking a little while to unplay. Oh, I forgot to jump through the window. Hold on. Oh, no! Do you guys remember when that error happened yesterday? That assertion failed on M window thing? Just happened again. Time for a Unity restart! Here, I'll give you something beautiful to look at while we restart Unity. What's beautiful? Here, let me start a paint real quick. I'm not going to paint anything. But I guess I'll do a smiley face. That's what you get to see while I'm restarting Unity. That is one drunk smile. Hey, Joblez! Good to see you back, my dude. Oh, dude, my Unity hub is signed out. What the heck, man? John the Windows cries. Wait, what did I do? Has Saloon gotten the real stairs treatment in the final room already, by the way? Going up those crates was probably one of the most challenging things I've ever done in gaming. I don't think Saloon has been changed almost at all. I think they're planning on working through things one by one until we get to... yeah, 10 out of 10 drawing, right? Until we get to a place where it's like, yeah, now we're ready to start hitting new content too. So I think Saloon is pretty much unchanged, unfortunately. Hey guys, I've got a special surprise for you. It's Unity! Woo, it's back. Okay. Here, I need to jump out the window since we're right here. It's Unity time! Ah! You have to get super excited over Unity time, or else it eats at your soul, man! Makes sense. Yeah, I mean, we're getting there. Slowly but surely. Oh my gosh. Right now, my little drawing is peeking at me from over the window. It's really creepy. Okay, so you say I need to jump out the window right here, but just jump, right? Why can't I punch? Blah! Okay, so just jump, right? I'm gonna see if I can do this because just jumping is incredibly hard. Wait. What's supposed to happen? I have a little document with the game idea I talked about earlier written out. Ooh, super cool. Like a design doc? Wait, what's supposed to happen, Designer Key? I obviously have missed something here. Let me do it again. I walked past the window I'm supposed to jump through. Is it this one? Right here? Like that? I don't understand! What am I doing wrong? Wait, is it the window in the first room? I'm so confused. Let me try the window in the first room. Maybe it's that one. And for the record, for everyone, the window in between the rooms. In the middle of the room. Like this one, you mean? Oh, I didn't do it right. Hold on. Wait. But what's supposed to happen? I don't understand! Not the death window. Here, I'll die again so that we can see. I'm gonna try this a couple more times, and then I'm just going to throw up my hands and not understand and cry myself to sleep at night. It's very tiny, lol. Wait! Oh, the design doc. I thought you were talking about the window, and I'm like, wait, what? How is that even possible? Okay, one more time here. I'm sure we can figure this out together as a team. So you want me to jump, not dive through this window. Oh! Oh! I understand now. Wow. Okay. I get it. Clippy, clippy window. Yes, that was worth it. Good catch. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That took forever to replicate. Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm not a professional, or am I? Oh, wait. Whoops. I've had that glitch before while playing, too. Good. I'm glad to know that it's affecting the end users. Well, at least I see why MaxX development isn't the fastest. It's hard, okay? I'm doing my best. Okay, we need to go back to Saloon. And we need to add, some hinge pivots onto the door. Game dev is super hard, man. It's like way more time consuming than people think it is. Ah, what did I do? No, just go to that. Okay. So we need Zin's hinge pivot, and where does hinge pivot go? I think hinge pivot needs to go here. Joint? It's like a joint, fixed joint. No, what do we need? We need a spring joint, fixed joint. I think we need a fixed joint, if I'm not mistaken. And we are connecting to our own rigid body. Here's a fun fact. I've used hinge joints a total of like 1 time ever. So this is gonna be actually, you know what I did? I used hinge joints on a character that I was making in like a 2D game. He could like fly around and stuff, and I used it on his foot, and there was this horrible glitch where if his foot got spinning high enough, it would just like woo off the screen. It was so weird. Okay, so there's that, and we should be able to set, wait, I didn't set the rigid body. Why didn't the rigid body set? Does it need to be a rigid body on a different, it's a lot of why this no work, and then digging through every piece that isn't working. That is so precisely exactly what it is, man. Okay, it's not setting. Wait, can I not connect to the same rigid body? Do I need a different rigid body to connect to? In which case, does this need to be on... Hold on. Does this need to be on this object here? Hinge joint. Oh, it added a rigid body automatically. Or does it just automatically assign the rigid body then? When it starts in the scene? Hold on, what's going on here? Also, where is my anchor? I can't see my anchor. Okay, I'm just going to assume that that's going to mysteriously work for some reason, and just go ahead and get this whole anchoring thing done. So, which way am I actually looking at this from? So, let's imagine that we are down here. So, where is my anchor point? I know that you can see this in the inspector. Oh, is that a... Oh, I think I see it. I think I see it. It's like right up there near the top. It's kind of hard to see. But let's move that over here. Something like that should work-ish, I guess. Let's see if it works, I guess. I don't know, man. Added component apply. While setting up a basic 2D game in Godot, I had a glitch where if you jumped and walked left, the player's speed somehow doubled and you just zip off screen since I hadn't had a moving camera yet. That's adorable. That's not a glitch, that's a feature. What are you talking about? That is actually super fun. Dude, video game glitches are the best. Sometimes I'll just like go onto YouTube and find a video game glitch compilation and just kind of watch it. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Well, something is happening. I can't even, wait. Why can't I go through the door, though? Maybe the door is just aesthetic? Okay, hold on. Hold on. Door totally just got possessed, man. What the heck? Why doesn't this work? Wait, maybe the anchor is not right. Where's my anchor? I don't even see my anchor. Maybe I should just auto-configure the connected anchor. Swing set glitch from GTA 4 was fun. Yeah, the swing set glitch is super awesome, man. I don't understand. What's the problem here? Okay, I just found the anchor. That's something. You can kind of see it like up there. Where did it go? Do I need to have that pressed or something? Wait, what's this? Does someone that knows something about hinge joints, can you help me out here? Because I am struggle busting this hardcore, man. That's not what I need to be adjusting. It's playable now with a moving camera, but it was more of a can I get this to work like something remotely close to a game starting project than anything else. I totally get you, man. Hey, you gotta do something to learn your engine, you know? Wait. Okay. There's something. Here's our anchor and our... Oh. You know what's probably happening? Oh my gosh. I might need to confer with George on this one. And here's why. What's happening is the hinge is... I'll bet. Hey, thanks for the bits! Jacob, appreciate it, man. You are now officially number 3 in the chat, as you are the 3rd bit giver. Appreciate it. So what's happening is I think the hinge joint is too powerful, and so when the door tries to open, then it's just like no, and so then the hinge joint takes it back, and etc. And it kind of makes me wonder if I can free spin. Well, that might be exactly what we need. Hold on. Let's see if that works. I'm super sad because I fixed up the follower noise, but only Jacob, just when you unfollowed and followed to see what it was. That's the only one that we've gotten this stream. I'm hoping we get some more soon here, because it is really a fun noise. Oh, hey, that's closer. Why doesn't it work? Oh my goodness. Also, I can't fire for some reason, and I don't know why that is. Okay, hold on a mo. Hold on a second. What the frick, man? What the frick? Why can't we fire, first of all? Let's get back to the point where we can fire our weapons and play the game. And then we'll go back to the door, and it'll be okay. Everything will be fine. And we're going to auto-configure that connected anchor. Apply. It being auto-connected. Wait, why did a major function of the game stop working randomly? I know! Ah! Just makes you want to scream and pull your hair out, doesn't it? So, possibly, hopefully, the problem is that I took out that thing that I did earlier in code, and where was that? That was in Lockmouse, wasn't it? Tries to fix a door, breaks shooting, breaks the entire game. Woo, burp, excuse me. Where's Lockmouse? I need it. Lockmouse. So hopefully the not being able to shoot is just something to do with that being taken out. But if not, we have some problems on our hand. And that is not good. But let's see what we can do here. I feel like, I need something to do while I'm streaming that just, like, purges the problems of something. Like, making something in Paint is an excellent way of doing that, but I can't just do that every time, because then it's not special when it happens. I need something else, like some desktop game or something that I can play, or like a card game or something. Okay, I'm able to fire again, so that is good. I'm able to pause again, so that's good. The door does swing open and should swing, yeah, it does swing both ways. We're just still having that problem. The joint target is doing, the joint is doing what it can. Let us all just commend this poor little hinge joint, which is really doing its best. But why though? Why? You're supposed to be hinged. Why are you not hinged? Also, let me just say, I have officially fixed the problem, because the problem is when you kick a door, it gets stuck in the doorway and you can't really walk through. So, technically speaking, I could mark this one off on Trello and say that I fixed it, and then QA is gonna come back and be like, dog, this is not fixed at all, and I'll be like, but you can walk through the doorway. And then they'll have nothing to say, because I am officially correct. I will say, this is fairly entertaining, right? Like, this is acceptable jank, right? What if doors worked like that in real life? Yeah, right? I think... Oh, God! What's going on? Ah! Oh, my goodness. I'm killing the code base. Oh, no! They're all doing it now, too. Wait, do these ones? Wait. Do these ones work? Works as intended. Yeah, right. No, these ones I can't even kick at all for some reason. Isn't there supposed to be a door here? I'm pretty sure there is. Yeah, and then like all of these ones I can't even kick. Do you think maybe the acceptable... Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, what the heck? Maybe the acceptable temporary fix to all of these issues is just making it so that you can't kick these and then conferring with George to find a better way of doing this from the ground up. Because I kind of get the feeling that, oh my god, oh. What the heck, man? I kind of get the feeling that this might be more of a complicated issue than just applying a hinge joint or something like that. I think that there's something deeper going on here that I just don't understand. Consult the expert. Yeah, I think that'll be a good way of finding a middle ground here. So, to do that, I'm going to first get rid of this godforsaken hinge joint. Remove that, and then removed component, apply. Is there anything else that I changed? Oh yeah, I changed all of the freeze, this and that, and do those things. I wonder if that's, I don't know, whatever. So let's make sure that everything seems to be back to normal, and then I can go ahead and disable hit custom, because that'll disable kicking the door, all told. Which I don't really think is such a bad thing, ultimately. So yeah, and now that, you know, comes off as hinges as expected and everything. Okay, all good, all good. And now, if I come down here and just disable that for the moment, and apply that, this should work just okay. So, guys, tell me, how do bits actually work on Twitch? I legit don't know. So do you, like, buy bits in a package, and then you can give, like, whatever amount to streamers? And then, are they only used for that? Like, are they essentially a form of currency, or are they something else? Yeah, I think this is working okay now, for this particular idea. Is that how it works? Okay. Surprise, surprise, I've never actually gotten bits. I haven't used them before. Neither have I, yeah. I just noticed there's also the thing that Twitch told me that I should try doing this, where it's like, is there 2 pieces of music playing? No, okay. There's like that thing blurp down in the, down below too, and apparently you can pay bits to like make something happen, so I don't know if that's like a Twitch-specific plugin or whatever the heck that's all about. But it seems like bits also do stuff like that, so that's kind of cool. Okay, so we are going to put a hold on that whole doors conversation, and I'll talk to George and see if we can figure out what's going on there. So what's the other one? The other one was reverting to a default state when you press escape, right? So that actually should be pretty easy. I just need to have it not close the menu when you press escape and are in an inner menu. Here's a bug. Ooh, yes, tell me about the bug. What sort of bug have we? Slide on the ground, dive while sliding, get up, look down. Dive while sliding, eh? That sounds sketchy to begin with. Here, we'll just do it in this room since we're already here. Slide on the ground. Dive while sliding. Oh, I didn't do that right. Slide on the ground, dive while sliding, look down. Slide, dive. Oh, I'm definitely not doing this right. Maybe I need a bigger room, perhaps? Let's try it in the hallway here. So, slide. Yeah, stop! I'm bug fixing. Go away. Oh, what? That's not supposed to. Oh, it happens when you shoot them, too. Well, that one's probably less of an issue because that doesn't happen nearly as often. I'll still talk to George about it. So slide, dive, look down. Oh, golly, oh no! This isn't a bug. This is beauty incarnate. Look at it. I like it. That's actually a really excellent way of getting that weird arm glitch to happen. I didn't even know that was a thing. Did you install the blurp extension? I did. Did you try doing a blurp thing? Because it should be down in the, it should be down, like, beneath in the description area thing. How do I do it, though? I have no idea. Let's see if we can figure that out. It seems like it could be super fun, because you can use a couple bits to, like, play something on my screen. Which seems like it could be a cool thing. I don't know. So if I go down here, I think you have to push search for sounds on the, like, the blurb thing that's down, like, with my links and stuff. And then you can, I think you can choose a sound from there and then play that, if I'm not mistaken. I think you can play it on your end, and then if you press the button there, then it'll like put it in the queue to send. Oh yeah, and then it says you can share for like 15 bits or something like that. So I think you can do it all from that window down beneath in my links area. I thought the next problem was the clipping window in the hospital. That one is not terribly breaking. So I'm not gonna work on that one right now, just because I want to get like for instance the menu stuff. That's already one in Trello that Riot has gotten after me about. So I want to try to get stuff like that done, and then we'll get to the Windows stuff, especially because that's dealing with something that George is working on right now. So I don't want to mess him up there. Hospital. Okay, my extensions were blocking the blurb window. Oh, gotcha. Yike. That's not sketchy at all. So, if we press escape, it immediately just gets rid of the menu. I mean, it could even get rid of the menu still, but it just needs to reset to a neutral state, which should not be terribly difficult. I just need to make sure that it's calling the right function. So where is my... Here, let's just get the window in front of me so I can see, like, what the back button is supposed to do and stuff. Quietly mumbling something about animations. Mumble, 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 mumble. Here's something. Here's a fun fact. I keep, like, what are they called? The Qatar, I think? Like, it's a Qatar knife on my desk at all times. For no particular reason. It's just there, and I think it's cool. But every once in a while, I need it for, like, opening a box or something. Okay. So if I go in here, and then I go into options, so what does my back button actually call? Because I could, assumedly, as just like a quick temporary fix, just to like make it so that it's not a big issue, I could just call whatever this back button is supposed to be calling options back. I don't know. Whoa! That is a lot of things all at once. Dang, man. Oh, and some of these don't have anything. Whoa, this is sketchy as heck. Okay, so it looks like all that really is happening is it's just setting objects active and deactive, and then of course playing that sound there. So I should be able to set up a script to do that pretty easily. Can I just call the onClick method from a script? Like, can I take a button and just call onClick? Does anyone know? That seems like it could be a really good way of doing things. I don't know. Wah, wah, wah. I'm also thinking, like, where is the other, like, when you press escape, something else is obviously happening because this window goes away. So where is that happening then? Which is a good question, I might say. Gosh, I haven't a clue. Let's just hunt around a little bit. I remember my options parent. I don't think that's controlling it though. Actually, I think I know a super sketchy but completely workable way of doing this. Yes, I have an idea. I have an idea, and it is sketchy, but I think it'll work. So when we click on options, it's going to set a variable to say that we are not allowed to unlock the screen. So we're going to need a variable, a static variable in here. Um, public static bool shan't unlock. I love the word shan't, especially if you say it shan't like that. So if it shan't unlock, we can do something like, so shan't unlock is equal to false. So it's only, it's only going to unlock, I like this piece of music a lot, by the way. I think this is one of my favorites. This music is giving me weird Doki Doki Literature flashbacks. Really? But it's from Donkey Kong. That's interesting, man. And whoa! Hey, it works! Dude, this is sick! I like this a lot. Oh, did it stop? Oh, that's super cool. That was an excellent choice of a sound, Jacob. Also, thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. Shan't unlock. That could be super fun. Depending, like, what kind of sounds do they have in there, Jacob? I haven't really looked around too much. Like a bunch, yeah. Do they have, like, reacty sounds of any sort? Shan't unlock. No. I think you can go to their website and upload yourself. Really? Ooh. So if you can only unpause if shan't unlock is not, and so if it is, then it won't. This music literally sounds like some Doki Doki Literature Club tracks. Really? Yeah, it's mostly stuff like you would find on the Giphy thing on Discord, to be honest. Really? Okay, so it sounds like I might need to go in there and get some better sounds, if that's the case, which shouldn't be too hard. I wonder if I could, like, can I upload entire... Oh! Okay, wait! Here's an actual legit question that is very important. Is there a Twitch plugin that would make it so you guys could, like, donate a couple bits or something to choose what music is playing? Because that would be super cool! I would really love that. And not shan't unlock. I mean, probably. Yeah, there probably is somewhere. So what we need to do is we need to... You can use Nightbot to play music that people request. Oh, excellent. I think I might look into doing that. Do I need to, like, link it to... Not with bits, though. I mean, that's totally okay, too. I just thought that if they had a plugin, it would probably be with bits. What was I going to say? Do I need to link that to Spotify? Probably. I should probably just start a Spotify account, let's be fair. Ooh, I see an extension link. Let us take a look. Song requests. Allows you to create, edit, and delete songs from your own personal song list that will get displayed to your viewers on your channel. Viewers can then view your song list and request a song that will get added to the queue. Oh, that's so cool! Yes. I want to do this. I'm going to install that after the stream is done. I think that would be super fun. And Nightbot dashboard has like a page where it plays the YouTube requests. That would, I mean, I use YouTube right now, so that would kind of fit in with what I'm doing already, which would be kind of nice. Okay, back to doing this and not procrastinating. So what is the, I can't remember what the object is called. Go, 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 Unity, you can do it. So I'm just going to try to find the, oh, I forgot that we have a console now. I never use it. I'm just going to see what function this button here is calling. Which it looks like it's calling just... Ah, John's options parent on open. Perfect. So I should be able to open that guy up and then set that variable to be true. So then when you press escape, it shouldn't just close the entire menu, such that we all weep. John's option parent. Right there. Sometimes when I make a script in the code base here, I just append my name to it, just so I can find it again easily. Because I have the best organization. What was I doing? Right, on open. And that is lock mouse dot... What did I call that variable? Shan't. Alright, shan't unlock is equal to true. Do I also have a close by any chance? Because, man, that would be incredibly handy if so. No, I don't think I do. I could probably make one pretty easily, and that would make this super, super, super modular, which would be very nice. Public void on close. And, dude, we can also actually do the, I'm gonna head out because I'm sleepy. Yeah, do it, man. Appreciate you showing up. See you next time. Public void update. So we're actually gonna do the check for the button press in here as well, which I think is like input manager.get button down pause, I think it was. And then we can do lock mouse dot shan't unlock is equal to false. Oh, but we only do this if it's already equal to true. Lock mouse dot shan't unlock is double equal to true, and then in here we can also manually call on close. Should work pretty well. So what I think I'm going to do here is I'm going to refactor all of this stoof over here. Where did that go? When you press back, where's the back button? Gosh darn it, I've lost it. Let's see if we can find it real quick. Options back, there we go. So I might refactor it such that we take a reference to all of these things and we can just call that manually and only call that one function. I feel like that would be a much better way of doing this. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so what we're gonna need to do then is come in here and we're just going to make a new set of variables. And what all do we need? YouTube requests would be lit. Yeah, I think that'd be super fun. I totally want to set that up. I will do that after the stream today. Get some stuff like that set up. I'm such, you know, the professional streamer. Obviously, I know what I'm doing, which is not true. And I think having stuff like that would definitely help me out. So we need game menu, controls menu, graphics menu, miscellaneous menu. Okay. Game menu, controls menu, graphics menu, and miscellaneous menu. What else? We also need options menu, options apply, options reset, options menu, options apply, and options reset. Anything else? And also menu window. Yeah, what other sort of plugins should I install on the stream? Did anybody else have any opinions? Because I know a lot of people have like a ton, and I don't know what all they use and stuff. I don't know, bro. Dude, by the way, Jacob, you totally overtook Hoxatron on the last day before the bit chat resets. That's pretty funny. So, on close, we're actually going to change this to on close options, just in case we ever add another menu to this bro here. Trying to get around that Nightbot mod. So, okay. The ones that should be active are game menu, options apply, options reset, and menu window. Game menu dot set active to true. Chat won't let me type it. I know. I think I have the restriction set a little bit too harsh right now. Options apply, options reset. Apply dot set active to true. Options reset dot set active to true. And menu window dot set active to true. Lots and lots of repeated code. And then all of the ones that are not that, so controls menu dot set active to false, and excuse me, graphics menu dot set active to false, and miscellaneous menu dot set active to false, and options menu too, right? That would only make sense. Wait, where is it? I can't find it. Yeah, no, options menu needs to be false. Okay, I'm cross-referencing from Unity. Options menu dot set active to false. All that should be good. Whoa, what is this music? Oh, it's still Donkey Kong Country. It's still like 2D. Just tiny little doots crying from the wilds. So here's a question. How many people tend to lurk in chat? Did I ask this before? Like, do you tend to lurk in streams that you're watching? I feel like I asked this before. Or do you tend to like try to engage as much as you can? Or does it depend on the streamer? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, all of those are accounted for. So now, assumedly, what I should be able to do is... usually I've become more active on Twitch due to this stream. Oh, well, that's good. Thanks, man. Sometimes it depends on how fast the chat is going. Yeah, if the chat is just like blazing through, there's not even a point, you know? So what we need to do is we need to add in... I tend to, I think, when I'm on a stream, if it's slow enough, like just a few people, I do like to chat when I can. But like, say when I'm watching Bob Ross or something like that, which I do actually do, there's not even a point. I mean, it just goes so fast. You know what I mean? Is it death screen? No, it's not death screen. Is it menu window that has the... No. Is it Canvas that has it? John's. I'm looking for John's UI parent thing. Is it? Oh, it's probably options menu. Yeah, there it is. And we want on close options right there. Excusums. And so what this is going to do for us is we are going to now be able to take out Oh, I don't want to do that yet. I want to set all of these references first. So game menu gets set to game menu. Surprise, surprise. Graphics menu gets set to graphics menu. Miscellaneous menu gets set to miscellaneous menu. Controls menu gets set to controls menu. Now things get a little bit more complicated. Wait, where did my back button go? Gosh darn it, I lost it again. Back. Options back. And we've got options apply, which is there, options reset, which is there, and menu window, which is all the way up there. That's interesting. And then that window itself. Options menu, which is that. Strange, never heard of Bob Ross until watching Twitch. Wait, is that true? You had never heard of him before? I mean, his popularity on the internet definitely went up after his Twitch streams started going crazy, which obviously, you know, it's not really his. The re-streams of his old episodes. Yeah? Okay, I was actually thinking of this before. I was in college when they did the first Bob Ross Twitch stream. And so we had like this inner room that we all were programming in and stuff. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm doing that thing where I didn't switch over the window again. Surprise, surprise. So good at this. But we all had like this place that we sat in to do all of our work for the computer science students. Apply to prefab options menu. And what was super fun about that is we had this big projector and we just put the Bob Ross stream up on the screen for like 7 or 8 hours a day. And so if we ever wanted to take a break, we could all just like plop down and watch it. It was super fun, man. Like we had a really good time doing it, and the chat was just the best because there was like thousands of people that were all saying the same things at the same times and stuff. It was a reference to an object in that scene cannot be applied to the prefab asset. All right, we will apply that one as an override then. Woo, woo, woo. Oh, yay. That's not going to cause any problems. Okay, now options back. I can, I believe, legitimately take all of this stuff out. So let's do that real quick. And that should work now, I believe. Can we apply this? Modified component? Apply. Let's see what it does. This is going to be an interesting experiment. I just changed a whole crap ton of stuff all at once. And I'm really hoping the menu isn't broken now. His name or art never came up in art classes at school. Yeah, I don't really know if he's like a recognized artist per se. You know what I mean? So if I press back, it seems to work just fine, which is good. And, and the escape button works perfectly. Dudes, I think we might have just one-shot that. Hold on. The only thing, yeah, that's not 100%, so you might want to look at that real quick. Or maybe just be like, it's not super important right at the moment. Nice. I think that that's pretty good, though. Is there any other potential problems? There's the edit bindings window, too. That'll stay up, yeah. I'm gonna say that those are very small, and we don't need to worry about that too much right at the moment. I think the big one was that this didn't work here when you press escape. Okay, nice. I think I can mark that one off on Trello for right now. Let's see. I feel like that is quite enough bug fixing for today. I want to do something fun. What shall we do that's fun? Do you guys have any suggestions? Not, it doesn't even necessarily need to be programming related. I'm kind of bug fixing outed for the moment. We can put that in needs testing. We could, like, play something. We could just chat, get to know each other. I don't really know what I have to chat about. Or I could show you guys the super amazing tuba gun that I've been working on. Actually, I want to do that. Hold on. We're going to exit out of MaxX and fire up Unity again. Here. Gaze upon the beauty. Is that not beauty incarnate? And so what I've been doing, and I think you guys might like this, hopefully, is I took some suggestions from the stream yesterday that were saying, here, I need to pause the music for a second. So I took some suggestions from the stream yesterday that were saying, oh, you should make it so that like objects from around the world come out of the tuba when you fire. And I am liking the direction of where this is going. Obviously, this is still very, very much work in progress. But it's super satisfying to fire. And like, absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I think it's super fun, man. I really do. What I kind of want to do maybe right now, actually, oh yeah, Galactic. So this is the next game in that rubber ducky thing that I've been working on. Obviously very, very early in development. I've just kind of been plugging away at it. But this is where that character comes from. He was kind of the first game that I released online that had any sort of note to it. In fact, I really wouldn't be doing game development if it weren't for that game. So that's where he comes from. Anyway, I've been slowly working on a sequel over the last year or so. But what I want to do, I'm happy to see the pinwheels worked out. Yeah, actually the pinwheels I think are working out pretty well, especially once we like get some other enemy types in here that aren't just that. Because right now it's like, oh yeah, there's pinwheels, you know, whatever. But I think once we've got like these pinwheels and some things that look different and some things coming along the ground and stuff like that, I think it'll be a nice variety. Also, I need to consider whether I want this to shoot through the ground, because that just doesn't feel good at all, you know. But what I want to do is so the balloons come out and everything, but they're all the color red, and I kind of want to change it so that they have a random color, so it's kind of like, rainbow balloons, you know what I mean? So I think I'll do that real quick. It shouldn't be too hard because I already have the base system set up for it to work and everything. What we need to do is first switch over to the other Visual Studio window so you guys can see. Get that guy. And I need to, so I said, okay, here's something that I don't get to show in Maximum Action very often, and it's actually one of the things that I'm like better at than just doing normal coding, in terms of like coding in general, is parental hierarchies. I do a lot of these in my own coding stuff, but MaxX wasn't really made with those in mind to begin with. So in this case, what I have is I've got a bullet that has a child, like a Unity child, that has a model attached to it. And I say those in general terms because that model can be interchanged very dynamically. In fact, every bullet that comes out, one of its, hey, I'm going to be fired actions is to go in and choose a model for it to appear as. So in this case, what I'm doing just for temporary sake is I've got a bunch of cached objects that I can choose from, and those will just get recycled. Like these are the cached visual objects, and then those will just get recycled as you fire the tuba. Excuse me. So right now, if we kind of go back in, So each one of these bullets is, you know, being recycled, and then it's just choosing a new visual object every time it comes out. And these visual objects are going to have a similar script that I'm then going to be overriding to do different stuff. So in this case, I want to have the balloon script choose a random material when it comes out in a bullet, and I might have the seagull sway back and forth in the wind as it comes out, you know, and stuff like that is kind of the idea here. Pew pew seagull, yeah, right? So what I'm going to do to make that happen is, you can see right here, I've got this tuba balloon script that is a child of the tuba visual object script. So if I go into tuba balloon, which is right down here, you can see I'm overriding the onset function, which is called every time this visual object is going to be used. So if I have, say, a list of materials, my possible mats, and inside of here, I can just choose randomly one of those materials. So I'm also going to need my mesh renderers. And I think it's actually a list of them, my renders, if I'm not mistaken. So what I can do is for each mesh renderer. Oh, I don't need a mesh renderer, do I? Oh, it's fine. In my renderer, in my renders, I can then, oh, I need a material. So material, my use material. Could you point the tuba to the ground and get propelled? I think that's a great idea. I would love to do that. I actually do, here I can show you. I do that for the alternate fire of the tuba. But I don't like how it feels quite yet. So you can see I get propelled up if I do that. And I think this is a good idea, but I don't quite like how it feels yet. So maybe what it should be is if you do this one, you hover, and then if you do that one, it shoots you upward or something like that. Or maybe this one shoots you, you know, just to the side or whichever way you're pointing it or something. I think all of that would be super fun. Jacob, should I buy a Dusk shirt? If you weren't to buy a Dusk shirt, what would you buy? That's the question that needs to be answered here. Oh my gosh, I forgot to switch the frickin' window again. What an idiot. Why do I keep doing that? Were you able to see that, Galactic? Okay. With the window being so out of there. Yeah, okay, good. I do really like the idea of having the weapons make you mobile, though. I think that's really cool. So it's going to equal random.range of 0 to my possible mats.length. Wait. What? Cannot implicit... Oh, what an idiot. Right. So then we're gonna get a my possible mats. We're going to grab that up, and that'll be the material that we end up using. What if Dusk shirts give you the ability to buddy hop? Dude, in real life, if that was true, I'd buy one too. Actually, I already have one. I had one of the original ones from QuakeCon, because I went to the first QuakeCon that Dusk was revealed at. Real life bunny hopping. That would be so much fun! Right, so my use material, renderer.material is equal to my use material. Okay, so this will set all of the materials of the balloon to be whatever random material it chooses. Every time you jump, you go, yes, it would be beautiful. Okay, so all we really need to do then is just choose some possible mats, which I happen to already have made, and set the renderers, which actually is only one, but I guess that means this is reusable. So that, and let's I think I've got like 6 colors or something. I've got them back there. So I should be able to just kind of balloon blue and balloon green and balloon orange and balloon pink and balloon purple and balloon red, and I also have a balloon yellow. Balloon yellow. So what this is going to do now, once I apply this, modified component, apply, this should work. I'm hoping this works first go, because I think this is going to look really cool. Yeah, see, it randomizes the color of the balloons now. That looks so cool. I feel like I should randomize something about the seagulls, maybe like their size or something like that, to give each one of them a little bit of variety too. And I'm planning on having more than just like seagulls and balloons come out of here. It's just like as I develop each level, I'm going to add more stuff to the possible objects that it'll spit out on a per level basis would be the idea. So like in this level, I can spit out balloons and seagulls and maybe like, oh yeah, or maybe a sandcastle. That would be super cute. Or like an entire tree or something like that. I think it'll be super cool. But let's adjust the size of the seagulls a little bit too. How long have you been a game dev? That's a kind of a hard question to answer. I started doing programming when I was like 15, I think, somewhere around there. And someday I'll see if I can find it. I'll show you guys the first game that I made. It's a cute little platformer. I thought it was great. It's not, you know. But I started doing things a little bit more seriously after that. Because I really wanted to do it as a living ever since I was like 15. And so I like made my own little company and stuff, and we released a game that was, you know, like this little 10-second arcadey game sort of a thing. And it was cute. It wasn't very good. So I did that, and then I took like, I released Sumo first, like on Steam for money. It had huge publisher issues. That was a big problem for it, and also was just not a good game. It totally tanked, and that was very disheartening for me. Happened that Rubber Ducky was already on Greenlight at that time, so I just kind of stuck it out and pushed Rubber Ducky through. And then after that, I took like a 4-year hiatus on doing game development in general, because it was very disheartening and I had college and stuff like that. And once I got to like my last year of college, I was ready to start like investing in doing it again. And it just so happens that I just didn't have a project that I really felt good about until I started working on stuff like 6 months ago or something like that. I mean, I've been doing game programming that entire time, just like on projects that never went anywhere or anything. But suddenly I just kind of had a second wind on the whole thing, and started working on a project with my brother, started working on Maximum Action, and started working on this all kind of aroundish the same time. And that really only happened like 8 months ago or something. So I haven't really been doing this super professionally again for that long at this point. Which, it's fun though. I'm really, really glad that I, you know, had the opportunity to get back involved in it and everything, you know. But, been making games and mods since I was 14. Oh yeah? That's super cool, dude. It's fun when you've got a passion, even from when you're young and stuff. Let's see. I'm gonna give these seagulls a little bit more personality as they're coming out of the gun, and then probably call it there. I think next time I stream, I want to do more work on this particularly, because I haven't done nearly enough of this on stream, I think. So let's see. This is going to be Tuba Seagull. So this one, it's going to be like Tuba Balloon, and we're going to override on set here, and this is going to use Tuba Visual Object. I really like working in my own code base a lot more, honestly, because I feel like well, obviously, I understand it so much better, and so my flow is just so much quicker. I can get so much more done in the same amount of time when it's like code that I understand and stuff. So I do like doing this a little bit more. Is this the transform that we need to use is the question. Now, I've got like a visuals parent, and I think this is the thing that I'm going to want to scale for these seagulls. So what we're going to do is public transform scale this, and scale this dot transform dot scale. How many of you guys that are in chat right now do game development either as a hobby or as a profession? I'm always interested just in like who watches stuff like this. Is equal to, oh, actually we need to get a size first. So my scale is going to be equal to random.range of, let's say like 0.85 to 1.15 or something like that. I don't know. Is equal to new vector 3 of my scale, my scale, my scale. And that should just kind of work, I think. Could you have the music match the gull's movement? How hard is that to do? I'm glad you asked that question. I not only can, but am planning on it, and it will not be hard to do whatsoever. Or do you mean like the gulls that are coming out of the tuba? Because that one I might keep those. Is that working? Oh, I didn't put the script on. I don't think, yeah. So the gulls in the background, those guys, when they fly, they are definitely going to match the music. Actually, let me show you something here. I might need to boot up my test level so you can see this a little bit more easily. But you might notice that all of the enemies move in time to the music. And it just so happens that all of that is kind of working in its own, how do I say this? It's all working through a system. So like the game recognizes that there is such thing as being able to move in time to music, and then there's a whole list of objects that it has that that should all do that. And so it grabs all of those and it calls a function on them every time a beat of the music passes. So in this case, I have the enemies move to it. I can have the seagulls flap to it. It doesn't matter because I'm just going to be doing child classes off of that on beat parent, quote unquote. But I can show you. I hope this still works. I haven't actually been in this scene for a little while. But I can show you over here in my sample scene. Which is a horrible mess, and I am not proud of it, but it's here. So if I go over and find this little lizard, you can see he walks in time to the music, which he's janking out on this guy right here. Here, let me get rid of that so you can see it better. And I'll just get rid of the bench for the moment. So like, for instance, I've got this lizard set up and he crawls in time to the music, down here. And so everything like that, that's all going to move in time to the music is kind of the hope. Cause I want to make it into like a, oh, it's music sort of a thing. For reasons. I've got some narrative reasons why I think they'll be good. Here's another thing I can show you. Here's the test collectibles that I've set up. Here, I'll just mute that real quick. So here's the test collectibles that I've set up, and it looks like it's one big thing, but what it actually is a whole bunch of different ones, and then when you hit the larger one, they all kind of swallow inside of you. It's super cool. There's some other really cool stuff to this engine. Let me see. I think I fixed this so that's working, and I can show you guys. For instance, and this, I don't think I've shown this at all online because I was kind of saving it, but I want you guys to see this. Let me see if this still works. Oh, dang, I think I've broken something so that it won't. Okay, there is something cool that I want to show you guys. You can kind of guess what it might be because I've got objects placed back here. But I'm going to need to run through. I haven't done it in like months, and I've broken something, so it doesn't work anymore. I'm going to run into the code and figure out what that is in between streams. And so when I stream next, I'll show you. I'm super excited to show this sort of stuff off because I've been working on this for a little while here. But there's some other cool stuff. Here's like a bouncing enemy who's bouncing in time to the music over here. And let's see if this one works. Yeah, I can examine everything in 3D and stuff like that. And you'll be able to like interact with things in 3D. And this one, what's the button? You can also like pick up objects and look at them in 3D space and stuff like that, and you're going to be able to interact with them and like solve puzzles based off of that and stuff like that. All of this is stuff that like I'm just really excited to do stuff with. I have so many cool ideas. I can't even tell you. I've been thinking about this game for literally like 5 years. And it seems like this cutesy little, oh, it's a little shoot 'em up. But I have so many ideas of how to make it more than that, and I really want to have the chance to implement them, which is actually one of the reasons I started doing streaming like this in the first place, because I wanted like to make sure that I could show off some of the stuff that I'm doing and get some feedback on it. So I'm super excited about it, if that wasn't obvious. I think there's a lot of really cool stuff coming with it. But I'm gonna, in between streams, I'm going to fix up that little error that I'm having, because there's something really, really big that is like very, very game-changing in terms of the engine that is not working right at the moment, and I want to show you guys what it is. But yeah, so if you're interested in that and you don't follow already, make sure to do that because it's going to be very, very cool. It's not, I don't think it's quite what you expect it to be. It's really cool. Kind of reminds me of Fez. Yeah, I could see that. 100% actually. I need some visuals on my seagull. I need to swap out this script here. So we're going to swap this out for the seagull, tuba seagull. And then that's going to be scaling its visual parent. Actually, what I might do is I might see if I can really quick fix that error so I can show you guys right now. I'm just super psyched. Like, I mean, this is my passion project right here, is this little game. And I really love all the other stuff that I'm working on, but this is the one that really gets me excited. Also, I need to apply the removed component here. Whoops, that didn't work. What did I do? Oh, golly. Dang, Zelda music is so freaking quiet here. Have some Zelda music in your life. It's pretty. So why didn't this work, I wonder? Is it because I'm doing local scale or something like that? Let's go ahead and see if we can find one of those in flight and see if I can see what its scale is. Is there a hotkey for pausing? Does anyone know? That'll be really helpful right now. Yeah. It's like a little reactions test to try to get my cursor up to the pause button quickly enough. Close enough? Is there one that's active right now? No, I don't think so. Okay, I think I'm just going to need to make some assumptions as to what's going on here. I believe, maybe there's an error in the console. Oh, are we getting a null reference exception? Oh. Well, that's interesting. So it's saying, is there going to be underwater segments? Currently no plans for that. I think most of the game is going to be taking place in environments that would have nothing to do with water. One of the environments I'm thinking of is, oh, that music's really loud now. one of the environments I'm thinking of is a film studio, and so you can walk around the film studio, and then when you turn the projector on, it projects, you know, a little world onto the screen, and you can walk around in there and stuff like that. And it kind of all has to do with the meta narrative of this kind of being like a kid who's exploring the world in some sort of a way. So I want it to be like environments that I was excited about when I was a kid to be the main driving force, if that kind of makes sense. So like things that came to mind: movie theaters, beaches, things along those lines. And weirdly enough, there was not a lot of things that I was excited about that included water when I was a kid. Maybe like amusement parks and the beach. But yeah. So why is... Oh, I know what's going on. Wah, wah, wah. It did not get reset in the room control queue. Like, what other sort of stuff were you guys excited about when you were kids? Places that you wanted to go? Actually, legit, very useful feedback for me. Here's all of those guys put in. Okay, that should work now. I never really wanted to travel around. No, why not? Did you not like it? Okay, I believe that is working, but I wouldn't mind if it was a little bit more noticeable. I liked the river a lot when I was a kid, still do. Ooh, river. Camping and theme parks, absolutely. Yeah. Totally get those. And let's see. So I want to... Camping, that would be an interesting one, like a forest of some sort. I do like that idea quite a bit. To the seagull. So let's make this just a little bit more noticeable. One that I really want to do, if you guys have never seen it before, Italy has this really cool festival that they do that involves like colored umbrellas, which is kind of why I have those colored umbrellas in the first place. And it is very pretty, and I would like to do something that kind of gets that feeling, as it were, as one of the environments. So like a cityscape with a bunch of colored umbrellas in it, or something along those lines. I'll see if I can find a picture and I'll post it on Twitter. Okay, so that's a little bit better. Also, let me just fire this until I get the error. An error is popping up where like a transform is not being set correctly or something. It's really weird. Oh yeah. No, it's happening right there. Transform child out of bounds. It's weird that... Oh, I wonder if it's because I'm outdoing the number... Oh, yeah. No, I know what's going on. So this is actually a problem that will be fixed a different way. What's happening? There's only 20 cached bullets, and so when I have more than 20 bullets on screen at one time, then it doesn't know what to do. I'll fix that at some other point. What I want to do real quick is go back to over here, the other scene, and see if I can real quick fix up that error so I can show you guys something really cool. So what is the error that's happening? Yummy test scene. Beautiful, isn't it? So if I go here and it just says no cameras rendering, I wonder if it's because this is erroring out. This is my weapons parent. Let's just real quick. Oh, you know what I should do? I should apply the prefab from the scene that I've been working in. Because I'll bet that that's causing some issues. So if I go over here, I should be... Oh, and it looks like room control isn't, like I changed the prefab there. So player, in here needs to be applied to player down here. Because I made a lot of changes there. And then also room control needs to be applied there as well. Okay. So if I go back to the other scene now, hopefully this will work a little bit better at least. Okay, well we're not getting any immediate not getting any immediate errors, which is good. Man, it still doesn't want to do it. Why? Come on. We can do this. Fade weapons visuals. Boy, this is a system that I just kind of totally took out. We're just gonna add in a null check if weapon not equal to null. After all this setup, then I'm going to be like, and here's the thing, and it's gonna be like, that was it. No, it really is very cool. It's definitely worth it. Definitely worth the wait, I swear. So if I go down here, still doesn't want to do it. Man, I wonder what I changed. And now I'm not getting any errors in the console either. That is very disappointing, I must say. Oh, spawn area is missing a prefab, huh? We can just get rid of that for the moment. Rip camera. Yeah, so... Man, I'm not sure what I changed. Oh! I know exactly what I changed. Hold on. It actually might be doing it. It might just not be visible. Hold on one second. Because I changed a significant thing concerning how cameras work since last time I was in this scene particularly. If I go ahead and pause this and I find my camera, and if so, then I am going to need to just kind of work on this myself, and then I'll show you guys later, because this might be a pretty big fix that I need to make for this to work again. Down here, where's my camera holder? Is this really what we need? Yeah, it is working. Okay. This kind of gives you a hint as to what this is going to do. Unfortunately, I have broken it, and I will wait until I have fixed it again before I show you guys, but it's definitely worth the wait. Essentially, the game is not just 2D. The game definitely has a 3D element to it in the form of a first-person camera, and it has a super cool transition, and it's going to be used for a bunch of really cool things, and maybe even like entire first-person segments. We shall see. Right now, though, I switched something major in how the cameras work, and I totally forgot that that was going to mess with that system. So I'm going to have to work on that first, and then I can go back and show you guys what that's going to be like. It's super cool, though. I'm really, really excited to show it off. I guess we've been at it for like 3.5 hours right now. I think I am going to call it for today. And come back to this in a couple days or so, and hopefully have that fixed up, and maybe some of the tuba cannon stuff fixed up, and I can kind of show you guys more of that sort of thing, which I'm very excited to show, because I've been doing a lot of MaxX dev streams, but I wanna do some Ducky dev streams too, to start covering that stuff a little bit more. But for now, I think I'm going to go make myself some food and shower. And stuff like that. So I super appreciate all of you guys that showed up today, and stayed with me through the entire stream here. And I should be streaming again maybe on Tuesday. That seems to be the day that I tend to stream again. See you later, Cleo. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. But yeah, keep an eye out for that. And I will catch you guys later.